Just fuck everybody. Let's do this! Damn, damn, damn!
Interesting. I didn't actually hear. Okay. Everything's going strangely. Anyway, hello again, fellow friends. Welcome back to the stream of mine. I'm gonna close all of that shit down. Don't need that open. Don't need my browser open. Close all this down. Oh, that would explain it. I was wondering why I didn't hear the let's do this notification come up. It's because my fucking headphones weren't even turned on. Think about that. Oh my god, why? Oh no! Now I've got to, oh, this is preparation. I've got to plug my headphone dongle into my PS3, and it's in my PS4 right now. I'll be back in a sec. Hold on! Preparedness level is 10 out of 10. Yeah. That's better. Okay, that's better. I can hear the damn thing now. God, that's... wow. The preparedness level, you can tell it's been a little while since I streamed, can't you? Fucking hell, rushing around to get everything done, and I was just sat there for the last few minutes with nothing to do. Right, so I can hear the game. I need to do the standard test. Fuck, I can't do the... oh, let me... ah! I'm just opening Chrome again, because I need to open up Streamlabs. I closed it because I couldn't hear anything, and I thought, what the fuck's going on with this? And then I realised, duh, idiot. Turning your headset on could be useful. Right, open up Streamlabs. I just need to send a notification to my... I can't log in and everything. Got to send a notification to the stream. Make sure everything's coming out all well and good. Can't believe I have to log back in, even though I just closed it down like less than 3 minutes ago. So that's a thing. Take your time, laptop. Right, Streamlabs. Okay, yeah, alert box. Now, earlier, it was saying that the stream quality was poor. It didn't look poor, but it was saying it was poor. So you guys are going to have to let me know. In fact, it doesn't even matter if you let me know, because what can I do about it? If you tell me it's lagging, what am I going to do? Kick my modem and make it go faster. Right, okay. Test subscriber. That's what I want. So let's try this. No, I need to open up the stream first. Don't worry about this. This is all... this is all stuff that will be sorted quite shortly. Come on, load the stream. Oh, I had everything loaded up, and then I closed it all because I couldn't hear anything because I didn't have my fucking headset on. Right, okay. It says the stream health is green. That's good. Right, I'm going to turn this volume up. The stream. Right, so it sounds like my voice is coming through just fine. Let me hit test subscriber. So, is it going to come through? Yep. Right, so it sounds now let's like see if my voice is coming through. Comes through on the stream. Hit test subscriber. So, is it going to come through? Perfect. Alright, excellent. So, yep, I can close that now. Close this now. And there we go. We are ready to be saying, let's do this. So, hello again, fellow friends, to the fellow stream of Harperlarp. It's been a while, and you might be asking yourself, why has it been a while? Well, I've not really been in the mood to stream. That's been the prime reason. And not being in the mood to stream, I caught the trophy hunting bug again. So I was I played. What did I do? I finished up getting the Platinum Trophy on South Park the Stick... In fact, no. I started playing South Park the Stick of Truth, because I hadn't really played it since I got it in 2014, or wherever it came out. So I played through the South Park Stick of Truth. That was fun. Played through it a second time. Got the Platinum Trophy. That was fun. Then I was like, shit, son. Get back on the Platinum Trophy kick. So then I finished up... my Soul Calibur 5 was sat at 95% for like 3 years, because the last 2 trophies I needed were going to take forever to get, but I got them, so now that's at 100%, got the Platinum for Soul Calibur 5. Went through the whole of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, because even the last time I played it, it was on my old PS3, got a new hard drive, had to play through it all again, found someone online to help me with the online trophy, so I got the Platinum Trophy on that. I got the Platinum. I've been working hard on getting the Platinum Trophy on iPad. Basically, mopping up the Platinum Trophies on games that I started a long time ago, but never finished getting the Platinum on. Hence, this. I started putting this game back in because this was my favourite game for 9 years. It really was. Final Fantasy X was my favourite game for 9 years until Skyrim came out. So I thought, okay, I need to get the platinum on that. Got quite far in it a couple of years ago when I got it, and then never touched it since. Recently, picked it back up, and I've been going ham on this game ever since. So I'm going to fight Penance, which is the toughest boss in the game. I'm wondering why Sid didn't say anything then. But, okay. Normally Sid goes, "We're counting on you, kid." Okay. So basically, when you get to the late stages of the game, there's these bosses that are way harder than the final boss, way harder. They're super bosses, and they're called the Dark Aeons, and they're dark versions of the summons that I have. And if you defeat all of them, which I never managed to do back in the day, Penance appears, which is like the King Dark Aeon, basically. And he is regarded as the hardest enemy in the whole game. And I'm going to try and fight him.
Here we go.
I've already had a few attempts. I know the strategy I want to employ. It's just, you know, it's a little bit difficult because he's, I don't know if I mentioned this, the toughest enemy in the game. I've got my characters all maxed out pretty much. I've got, yeah, all my characters have filled all the nodes on the sphere grid, including all the empty ones. So if anyone has played this game, they'll know that that is a sizable achievement. And I needed to do that for a trophy. So my characters are as hard as they're going to get, and Penance is as hard as they come. So let's fucking go, basically. Bring it on, you bitch. Now the trick is... right, I could have had... Actually, let me just start attacking. The trick is, you want to take his arms out first. Each arm has 500,000 HP, and I'm dealing 99,999 with each hit. So 6 hits will destroy an arm. The thing is, I don't want the arms to have a turn. I really don't. So I'm going to go... And you've got to go down to quick hit, because regular attacks... if you go on quick hit, this thing on the right here, going up and down, that's the list of turns, you see? And if you keep doing quick hits, somewhere down the line you'll have like an extra turn, and it's what you have to do basically if you want to win. So quick hits. It does take 36 magic each time, but I will use something in a moment to make my magic be free. So I need to hit this arm. Well, yeah, 6 times, and then hit the other arm 6 times to destroy it. That's 3. 4, 5, and I tell you what, I won't destroy it just yet. The one tip someone gave me was wait till the arm is just about to have a turn and then destroy it, because then you've got the longest amount of time before it regenerates. So I've hit that arm 5 times, so one more will kill it. So I'll start hitting this arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Penance will do Obliteration, which won't kill anyone because I've got them set up in such a way that they'll survive it. And then they will all heal themselves, because that's the thing. Hello, Mr. Harperlarp, says Joe, old Joe the Handyman Van, in the comments section. It's been a while, good sir. Oh, by the way, I played a little bit of GTA with the Doomsday update, and I wasn't planning on getting into it or anything, but the trouble is, they brought, along with things like a fucking flying DeLorean from Back to the Future, they brought a jetpack, to GTA, which is something everyone theorized they might do years ago, so I can't not buy that. So of course I've got to take part in their new business venture, which actually has a new heist, and it's got new trophies and everything. So basically, me and Stav have been doing that all day. So, the left arm has been hit 5 times, the right arm has been hit 4 times. So if I'm going to hit, well, I say left and right, my left, my right. Yeah, because that's the left arm, obviously, but I'm going my left, my right. So now this arm has been hit 5 times. I will hit Penance with this turn. No, I won't. No, good call, I won't. Because both the arms are about to have a turn. So I will hit this arm and destroy it. Boom. Like so. And I will hit the other arm and destroy that. Like so. Now, for the next few turns, I'm free to fight Penance. But before I do, there are some things I need to do first. Let me think. I need to do Riku's overdrive, but what else do I need to do? Her overdrive... Oh, that's what I need to do. Nope, not that. I need to go on use. Nope. Use. Here we go. I need to use 3 stars, which is... I thought I moved it near the top, but I guess not. 3 stars. Now, 3 stars will reduce my... Yeah, Joe's like, a fucking jetpack in GTA. Oh, yes, my son. Oh, yes. It's... Pardon me. It's $2 to $3 million. But that price gets lowered if you do mission... well, if you complete the Doomsday heist. The last thing me and Stav did earlier was we both flew flying DeLoreans to hack and destroy some vans and then some boats and then a plane. It was awesome. I know you said you were back on GTA recently. I wasn't feeling it much. But, you know, with the jetpack and everything, I think I'm pulled back in temporarily, so we shall see what happens with that. So, 3 stars. I'm about to use it. What it will do is it will reduce my magic cost to 0, which you might think, why bother, because I got 999 magic. But Penance does a move later that just wipes out all of your magic, so if I just make all of my spells cost no magic, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Joe's like, ooh, a lot of bollers. It is a lot of bollers, but, you know, in theory, only one of us needs to buy it. And then, like, we can all use it. So, like, I could have a jetpack, you know, maybe you could have a flying DeLorean, I don't know. It's crazy. So anyway, enough babbling about that. I'm going to use 3 stars, so that's going to reduce my magic cost to 0 for all 3 characters. Right? Now it's Wacker's turn, so I'm going to do his overdrive. Here we go, that's what I need. I need 2 hit, 2 hit, 2 hit, because then he'll throw his ball 12 times. And it'll only do about 15,000 a hit. But that's, alright, about 20,000 a hit. And that's about 20,000 times 12, which is okay. I mean, regular hits are doing 99,999, but the overdrive is worth it slightly. Right, so I need to do Riku's overdrive. Now, this is the important thing. Healing Water and Chocobo Wing will do Hyper Null All, I think? Ultra Null All. And what that does... Whew, it makes me immune to one of each elemental attack, which is irrelevant, but what it does is it boosts my strength and defense, which is a little bit handy. So, let me go back onto Swordplay. Slice and Dice. This is Titus's overdrive. So I've got my characters set up now with their free magic. I've got my characters set up now with their Hyper Null All business. And back in the day, I used to think that the cream of the crop for armor enchantments was Break HP Limit and Ribbon. Break HP Limit lets you break the limit of HP, as you might imagine. So the limit is 9,999, as you can see. With Break HP Limit, your health can go up to 99,999. But as you can see here, if you have your characters set up correctly, you can do this fight without breaking the HP limit, so that freed up a slot in my armor to allow me to make the armor I needed to do this fight. It's crazy. I made this ultimate mentalist armor, which is virtually useless against this guy. I had to make my own specific, very specific armor to fight this guy, and oh my god, did that require grinding. Fucking hell, I spent about, I don't know, I probably had 4 or 5 sessions of at least 4 or 5 hours each, just, like, preparing to get to this stage. Okay, now the arms are back. Immediately, I have to go back to fighting the arms, because I need to destroy them before they have a turn, because they will attack me, basically, they'll kill me in 1 hit, and they'll also inflict status ailments on everyone, which is normally what you use the ability Ribbon for, like I mentioned. But if you take care of the arms, then you don't need Ribbon. So I hope that was 3 hits on that arm. I didn't keep count, and if I don't keep count, that could be trouble. I'm going to assume it was 3. Oh look, they've all got their overdrives again. Beautiful. Come on, heal yourself with auto potion. It's a beautiful thing. Oh yeah, let me know if the game sounds too loud, or if I'm too loud, or if anything's too quiet. You know, if the balance is fine, that's a beautiful thing. So, I hope this is 4. 5. And I will save the final hit on that arm for in a moment. So that's 1. Right. Just in case... Oh no. Something's gone wrong. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe... Oh no. Okay. We might be okay. I don't know how many hits I've done on that arm. I've lost count, but I'm gonna go... I'm gonna do another one here on this arm. Okay, now hopefully, right, because the arms are about to have turns, you know, boss 1 and boss 2. Hopefully they've each been hit 5 times. Joe says gameplay is a little low, and same with your voice. Turn your phone up then. Haha. I mean the gameplay slider is only halfway up, so I could turn that a bit up, and I guess I could turn the gain up on the microphone. Like that. Okay, how does that sound? Am I booming? Because the microphone is actually... In OBS, the microphone is full volume. So I have to turn the sound up on the mic itself. And I don't like messing with the gain once I've got a nice gain. Anyway, this move has to kill this arm. If not, I'm fucked. Joe's on his gaming PC. Oh, la-di-da! No, what's that guy saying, Rick and Morty? Eat flirt and a gurgle, or whatever he says. Right. Boom! Okay, overkill. Now this next move has to kill the other arm. Otherwise I am fucked. Beautiful. Okay. Right, so the arms are dead. Now I've got a phase of being able to attack Penance again. Sounds good, says Joe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. God, this is gonna be so cool. If I can defeat Penance, then the Platinum Trophy is mine, because all I have to do is just go to where the final boss is, kill him in 2 or 3 hits, and that, I'm not joking, it'll be 2 or 3 hits. And then watch the ending cutscene and stuff, and then I've got the Platinum Trophy. So this is the last thing that isn't a complete cakewalk that's standing between me and having the Platinum Trophy. Okay, so, no arms, right? I'm just making sure I'm taking stock of the situation, because talking into the mic, it can easily make me distracted and lose track of where I am. So there's no arms, don't need to fight them. Everyone's magic is done, Hyper Null All is done, so the overdrives are worth using right now. Let's go. I'm wondering though, would it benefit me more, like, because that's going to, like, 23, 20, like, let's just be generous and say each of these hits is 25,000. There's 6 of them, so that's 150,000 damage. If I do a regular hit, that's 100,000 damage. But if I do it, well, I say a regular hit, I mean a quick attack. So the quick attack is 50,000 less damage, but it might give me an extra turn down the line. So I don't know if it's worth doing Tidus's Overdrive. Whacker's Overdrive's worth doing. If you get it right like that. I almost fucked it. Yeah, Whacker's Overdrive's worth doing because it's 12 hits times about 20,000. So that's worth it. I'm not sure about Tidus's. But I'll keep doing it because it seems to do more damage initially. Right, okay. And quick hit. Always with the quick hit. I love the fact that when I hit Penance, you'll see like this blue mesh like appear in front of it. That's to denote that Penance has armor. Like this. Well, not armor. It's to denote that Penance is protected, which is basically armor. And I'm still doing the maximum, which is 99,999. Because I cannot get any stronger. It is impossible. Okay. Quick hit. So he's going to have a turn. This fight has 2 stages. Once, like, Penance has 12 million HP, and once you take 3 million off, it will lose its, like, bindings, if you will, and it'll start using a different move, which is like the one you just saw, but instead of hitting 3 people, it only hits 1. And at first I was like, oh, so it's a worse move, but no. Because when he does his other move, Immolation it's called, he does he does armor break, mental break, and I don't know what other kind of breaks there are. But basically what that means is, when he does armor break and mental break, it lowers my defense, which means that if he does that move a second time, I won't be able to survive it. So, I'm thinking here, when he does Immolation, I have to use Dispel on one of my characters to dispel the break. And that shouldn't dispel my benefits. It'll dispel those 4 balls that are flying around me. They are irrelevant benefits for this fight. It'll dispel those, so that's not a problem. I just need to remember to do Dispel when he does when he does Immolation on me, because if I don't do Dispel, he'll kill one of my characters, and if he does, I'm fucked, because then I'll get out of rotation, I won't be able to kill the arms fast enough, and then he will just wipe the floor with me. It'll just be a losing battle. So yeah, the arms are back. Immediately go back to focusing on the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, that arm's prepped and ready to go. Only one more hit and then it's gone. 1. Obliteration. It's like, bitch, don't you know I can survive this? Gotta try harder, son. He's like, I will once you take up 3 million. Right, so the other arm has only been hit once, hasn't it? 2. See, look how close it is on the turn thing on the right hand side. If I wasn't doing quick hits, see, if I do this quick hit here, it gives Whacker 1 turn in front of the arms. If I wasn't doing constant quick hits, you wouldn't be able to have turns fast enough to defeat these arms, and they would just fuck you over. I think that's 3, 4, 5. Alright, and now to destroy that arm. Goddamn arms, why can't they stay destroyed? And this has to destroy this arm. Beautiful. Right, back to attacking the body then. Might as well do the overdrive, since it's available. Booyah. You know, I never really thought I would fight Penance, because back in the day, I didn't even know Dark Aeons were exclusive to the international version, like whatever that fucking means. You've got the Japanese version, then the American version, and then the international version. And in the international version, they've got the Dark Aeons and Penance, which are the hardest enemies in the game, and they weren't in the Japanese and American versions of the game. I think it's because back then there was this, like, misconception that people in Europe and stuff were just better at games. So, like, I mean, Metal Gear Solid had European Extreme added to it as the hardest difficulty. Resident Evil 2, I think, was made harder. 2 or 3 were made harder over here than they were in America and Japan. I don't know why that is. But in this HD remake, it's basically the international version, so they've got Penance and the Dark Aeons. And I used to fight the Dark Aeons and consider them undefeatable, because I never made characters that were anywhere near as tough as these ones. I made characters that I thought were tough. Nowhere near as tough as these ones, though. These ones, like, I didn't even come close to filling the sphere grid back then. Now I've completely filled the sphere grid. My characters cannot get any stronger. And you're still seeing how tricky this fight is. Like, if I make the one wrong move, I have lost. Like, if I do a regular hit instead of a quick hit, that'll probably lead to me losing the fight. Look at that, beautiful, taking off 100,000 each time. It's a beautiful sight. I just want to have as many turns as I can before he regenerates his goddamn arms. Oh, that's 3 million HP gone, boys! We're a quarter of the way there. Right, now he's like, oh no, now I need to try. Okay. But his arms aren't here, so there's no need to be too concerned just yet. Now his arms are back, I go back to focusing on the arms. Immolation. Oh no, I can't focus on the arms just yet. I need to dispel whoever he hits. Who is he gonna hit? Okay, Riku. See, that move took all of her magic, which ordinarily would be an issue, but I've done that thing, which means magic costs me nothing, so that's beautiful. Now, see, she doesn't look like she's suffering from any ill effects, but if I go white magic, and then, where is it? If I go down to dispel, negates all spell effects on an enemy, which isn't quite true, but close enough. And then I highlight her. Yeah, look, she's got, where is it? Armor break, mental break. Yeah, those are two things the game doesn't tell you that move adds to them, but it does. So I'm going to remove armor break and mental break. So now she can survive that move again. If I hadn't done that, and then he did that move on her again, she would die, I would lose. Because I would be struggling to bring them back to life. Okay, the arms are back. I don't like the way the arms are back and the boss is about to have another turn so soon. Right. 1. 2. Let's fucking go. I'm a bit concerned though that casting Dispel every time he does this is going to cost me too many turns. A little bit concerned about that. La 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 la. Right, okay, so white magic. Dispel on Riku again. There we go. So I've hit this arm 2 times, haven't I? I don't think I'm going to have an... I think casting Dispel is going to prevent... Oh, there's 3. 4... 5. Yeah, casting Dispel is costing me too many turns. Oh, I know what I need to do. Oh, okay, I've made a mistake, and I now have lost. I need to... Oh, see, that's no good, because if I was going to say, I need to not Dispel people until I've defeated the arms. But if I wait until I've defeated the arms to Dispel the armor break and the mental break, Riku would have died, because he would have done it a second time on her. This is... It's almost like it's a tricky fight. Right, is this the last hit I need on you? It is, okay. Well, now I don't have enough turns, even with quick hits, to kill this arm. So this is the beginning of the end. 2. See, I need 3 more hits on that motherfucker. Terra Graviton. Yep, over. See, now and now Immolation. With my old armor set, that Terra Graviton wouldn't have made me blink twice because I had Ribbon, which makes you immune to status ailments, and that move does a lot of status ailments. Look, it puts you to sleep, it makes you dark, it makes you silent, it casts Doom on you, it fucks you over. This is why you need to kill the arms. There we go, dead. I lost because I was dispelling the armor break and dispelling the mental break, and I need to not do that until I've killed the arms. The arms are priority. Which raises the question, if he did Immolation and she survived it, and then I didn't dispel it, and then he did Immolation again on the same person, I guess I just have to be lucky. I just have to be lucky that he doesn't do it on 2 people in a row. I don't know how... I mean, that's ridiculous. No, this place, the Monster Arena, man, that's the place where you do most of your grinding. It's quite scary.
You're counting on you, kid.
There we go, he said it that time. We're counting on you, kid. He didn't seem to say it last time. Let us go to Penance.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Let's try again. Okay. So, I'm learning. Right, so, this time, don't do Dispel as soon as Immolation happens. If there are arms out, kill the arms. That should be the golden rule of fighting Penance. If there's arms, make there be no arms. I gotta let George out. He's like, I'm here. There's like a bunch of theories as to what Penance actually is, because there's... As far as I know, the Dark Aeons aren't even canon. There's no like real story related to them, because they were added to the game after like the initial Japanese and American releases. They couldn't record any new lines of dialogue or anything, so they reused some lines, and then in other cases, like the cutscene you just saw where Penance appeared, there is no dialogue. So that's 2. I'm going to do number 3. But from what I can gather, well, my favourite theory was that... Hang on, I'll continue this after I've defeated the arms, because I don't want to try and keep count and then lose track. 1. He's going to do narration. Yeah, I like the idea that they... The religion of Yevon and the priests in the temple, they send the Dark Aeons after us because we're... Well, because they're after us. And I like the idea that Penance was a weapon created by Bevel back in the days when Bevel and Zanarkand had a Machina Summoner War. I like the idea that he was a weapon created by Bevel to fight Sin, which is why you find Penance in the Gorge. But the temple, like, sort of repurposed him to be like the ultimate, well, they call him Penance. Hang on a sec. How can Arm 2 have a go? It's always Arm 1 that has a go first, and Arm 2 hasn't even... What? I'm gonna have to restart this. That makes no sense. Because he's gonna have a turn. Yeah, okay, I've got to restart. That was ridiculous. Every fight I've had against Penance so far, I've been able to just go, okay, 5 on the left, 5 on the right, and then finish them off. The game didn't even give me a chance that time. That's weird. So anyway, I like the idea that Penance is the Machina that was created by Bevel to take down Sin, but the temple repurposed the Machina, which is important. Because you have to realise that the temple is against Machina. I like the idea that they repurposed him, because a big theme of this game is how the organised religion is like a giant sham. But like it's way more nuanced and awesome than that sentence makes it sound. But I like the idea that they repurposed this Machina and use it against their most ultimate enemies, which currently is me. Me and my group of people. Okay, you know what I might do? I might save the game on the airship, because that way I won't have to keep loading at the arena. I think the reason I kept the save point here at the arena was because this is where you have to go to grind all the hardest and rarest materials in the game, because you fight specific monsters and stuff. And I guess I didn't want to save it on the airship, because then I might have considered that fighting Penance was not beatable with my current armor setup, so then I'd have to grind more stuff at the arena. But you know what? I will just make a save at the airship, because it just saves a little bit of time. Because I don't know if I'll be able to beat Penance. Well, I say that. I will beat Penance. That is a fact. I don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight, but I will beat Penance. So like I said earlier, this game was my favourite game for 9 years, and now they brought it out with trophies and stuff. There's no way I'm not going to get the Platinum Trophy on a game that was my favourite game for 9 years. And the only thing standing between me and that Platinum is Penance. The motherfucking bad boy that I didn't even see back in the day when I played it, and this game was my favourite game for 9 years. I heard of Penance, never saw him, because you've got to jump through so many hoops just to get Penance to appear. You really do. So, just getting to the stage is somewhat of an achievement. And like I say, my characters are absolutely maxed out. The sphere grid levels can't get increased any further. Any experience I earn from this point on is a pointless endeavour. But that's cool, because, I mean, if this is the hardest enemy in the game, what would I need more experience for? Fucking hell. Fucking loved this game. I mean, I still do love it, but, you know, it's obviously aged a little bit now. But God, this game came out at the right time. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do this. Yeah, Penance. I think Penance... I don't think he's called Penance in, like, Germany, or... There's some country out there where he's not called Penance. He's called the Judge, or whatever name he's called translates to English as the Judge. And I'm like, that's pretty cool, because he is, like, you know, the final judgment against us, the, you know, the heretics of the religion and stuff. Right, so, okay, let's do this properly. Quick hit. Maybe I didn't do... Maybe there was a hit or two last time that I did that wasn't a quick hit. 3. I'm trying to figure out why 4. Why was it out of all order? Right, 5. Left arm is prepped. 1, 2. See, this is more like it. This is what normally happens. I have enough turns to destroy both arms. 4. Okay, so, yep, 4. 2 more on that arm, and that arm is Gonzo Washington. Kaboom! I love the fact that not only can they take it when they've got less than 10,000 health, but they just straight up survive it, and then just heal themselves. Because that's how I've got them set up. So, 5 on the left, 4 on the right. Okay, let's do this. See, on the right hand side, Arm 2 comes after Arm 1. That's the way it normally goes, but in the previous fight, Arm 2 came first. It's like Arm 2 had like a speed boost or something, which is ridiculous. Am I using quick hit? I am. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, so... See, look, even with quick hits, they just give you enough hits to take care of the arms. Like, they carefully planned this fucking boss fight. Okay, right, both arms dead. I can relax temporarily. I need to remember the golden rule. Take care of the arms first at all costs. So use, I'm going to use 3 stars, so my magic doesn't cost anything. Okay, now Penance is not going to have a turn, that's cool. I'm going to go slots, attack wheels, let's do this. Whew. If I end up getting 2-2-1 or 2-2-0, then he'll only do 4 hits instead of 12, so it's definitely worth getting the 2-2-2. Okay, Riku's go, so mix the healing water and chocobo wing for ultra null. Oh! Beautiful. And let's fucking go. I'm wondering... Maybe I shouldn't... it's a bit late to... Okay, right. I'm going to stop doing the overdrives. I'll do Riku's overdrive when it's needed, but I'm going to stop doing Tidus's overdrive and Wakka's overdrive, because I think I'll have to do quick hits instead of those, because I did ponder earlier. I was like, doing the overdrive gets you more health, but doing a quick hit might enable you to have an extra hit later on, which will allow you to take off more health. And I'm thinking every move I have in this fight should be a quick hit, except for the one that reduces my magic to 0 cost, and Riku's Ultra Null All, and the occasional Dispel. Everything else should be a quick hit. That's what I'm thinking. So, I'll try and make that a thing that I do. I love this, when you just have like 4 or 5 hits in succession, uninterrupted. It's a beautiful thing. Regeneration. Okay, I'll take care of this arm. Right. 1. Second arm comes back. Okay. 2. 3. 4. Okay, survive the obliteration, so it's 4 on the left, 0 on the right. Oh, I see Wakka's overdrive ready and Tidus's overdrive ready, but I ain't using them, son. No, no. I think to use them would be an error. Right, so it was 4 on the left, none on the right, so now that's 5 on the left, 1 more hit will kill it. Let's start on the right. 1. 2. 3. 4. Let's fucking go. 5. Okay, take out the left arm. Yeah, let's go. I was contemplating hitting the body then, because I had 2 turns, but I thought, no, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to take care of that arm now. Boom. Okay, so now, back to attacking the body. I wish you could see how much health it had. But you can't. I mean, these days it's okay, because you can just search the internet and go, oh, how much health does that have? Okay, 12 million HP, that's cool. But back when this game came out, which would have been, well, 2001 in Japan. I played it in 2002 when it came out over here. I mean, yeah, the internet was a thing. I don't know if the place I lived at the time had the internet. Can't recall where I was. No, it must have done. Either way, I don't think the idea of like looking online for guides and shit was as prevalent as it is these days. So yeah, there was maybe the information of how much health this thing had would have been available. I'm sure there would have been some message board somewhere on the internet, the young internet as it was, that gave tips and stuff on how to defeat. I don't think. But like I said, I didn't even get to Penance back in the day. Furthest I got, the only way I was able to defeat the Dark Aeons, because I didn't have my characters anywhere near as tough as they are now, was one of your Aeons, when you summon it, he basically does like random moves, and one of the moves he does kills anything in one hit. Anything. Nothing can survive it. But there's a whole load of maths that goes into trying to get that move to come out. There's so much involved, and it is luck based. But I would save it before I fought a Dark Aeon, and I would summon him, and I'd throw money at him, and if he didn't do the one move that killed anything, I would reload it. And I would keep doing that, and keep doing it, until he did that one move that kills anything, and then he would kill the Dark Aeon, which was fine, until I got to Dark Yojimbo, which you have to fight 5 times in a row. And good fucking luck getting that one move that is really rare and hard to get to come out, getting it to come out 5 times in a row. Good luck with that. So I declared beating the Dark Aeons impossible, and then therefore I never saw Penance. But of course, I've obviously hit the game a lot harder now. Okay, so that's 1, 2. No! Okay, that might be wrong. Right, so that's still 2. I hit the body by mistake. 3. 4. I think I might be okay. 5. Quick hit 1. Josimir Rojas is in the chat saying hello. Everybody say hello to Josimir Rojas, and Rojas say hello to my fellow friends. Good to have you here. Do you have any history with Final Fantasy X by any chance? Or did you just stumble across the stream and go, what is this Final Fantasy X of which you speak? Regardless, I'm glad to have you here. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Okay, I've lost count. The one on the left is prepped. Fuck, I don't know how many hits the one on the right has had. 2, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, that's fine. With quick hits, we should be good. Boom. Okay, I think one more hit on that arm will kill it. But I'm just to make sure, I'm gonna hit this one now. And that gives me 2 turns to hit the next arm, just in case the next hit doesn't kill it. I think it will, though. I think it will. Oh, I hit the body! Fuck! Well, it's a good job I left 2 turns. Man, this has to kill it. That's it. Restart. Because I had lost. I made 2 mistakes. And, yeah, that was going to be the end of me. I can't believe I lost track of how many times I'd hit it. And then I by lucky hap, had enough chances left. I had 2 turns, and I fucking blew one by attacking the body. God damn it. This is why this boss is hard, because you have to just not make any mistakes. Like I said, my characters are as hard as they're gonna get. I'll show you the sphere grid. Like, it is complete. Come on, game. Load faster. You came out in 2002. Come on. Oh, but I'm now in HD. Yeah, shut up. Load faster. This is what bugged me about the PS3. It forces you to install every game onto the hard drive. Doesn't seem to help them load any faster. Because I've had games that are on the Xbox 360 and PS3. And on the 360, you didn't have to manually install games. Some of them you did, but most of them you didn't. On the PS3, every game, you have to install it or you can't play it. And I see no benefit to it. Doesn't seem to help them load faster. But here we are, playing Final Fantasy X HD Remaster on the PS3, because why the fuck not? Okay, so here we are. I'm loading up at the ship. The airship. I'll show you the sphere grid. For those that don't know, this is where you level up your characters. And look at this, every single fucking node is completed with every single character. I hit this game harder than a motherfucker. Like, you know, this one, it raises your defense by 4 points, this one raises your strength by 4 points, this one raises defense, and so on and so forth. A lot of the nodes on the sphere grid are actually empty when you first get it. There's a bunch of magic defense nodes and magic nodes and health nodes, things like that. But then, like, there'd be a bunch like this one would be empty, this one would be empty, that one would be strength, this one would be empty. There'd be loads of empty ones, and you have to get rare materials to turn the empty nodes into nodes you can activate. Which, as you can see, I did. Because every single goddamn node is filled. Every single one on the whole grid with all the characters. That's why they're all over here, because this is the last one they filled. Defense +4. So they're all filled. Return to the menu, yes. And if we look at the stats, look, 255 is the highest their stats can go. So strength, defense, magic defense, agility, all maxed out. Luck, that took a lot of raising. Everyone's luck was around about 20, 17, something like that. So I raised everyone's luck to like 124, 25, 24, 23. All of their luck is pretty high, and the luck helps agility, evasion, and accuracy. So that's why I didn't do evasion. Plus, I don't need evasion. It's not like I can dodge Penance's moves. I needed accuracy, though, and I needed a high agility and defense and all that shit. So as you can see, they cannot get any stronger because the sphere grid is full.
You're counting on you, kid.
So that's how tough this boss is. When your characters cannot get any stronger, and the slightest slip-up will cause you to simply lose the fight. They weren't joking when they said he was hard.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
But like I say, if I can beat him, I mean, I will eventually beat him. It is simply a matter of fact. It's just a case of when. I will beat him. Once I do, then all I got to do is just watch the last few cutscenes, beat the final boss in 3 hits or whatever, and then jobs are good. I'll have the platinum trophy. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, Josimir, you didn't answer my question. You know, I was asking, like, how's your Final Fantasy game going? Are you aware of Final Fantasy and stuff? You can't just turn up and say hello and then go back to lurking. Well, I mean, you can, but let's face it, you shouldn't. Come on, game. There's no skip cutscenes options in this game, which is something they added to the sequel. And also, side note, this is how good Final Fantasy X was. It was the first Final Fantasy to get a direct sequel, Final Fantasy X-2. Ordinarily, all the Final Fantasies, every time a new one comes out, it's all in a different world, different universe, different people, different place, different planet, everything's different. But this game was so fucking good, they were like, you know what, we need an actual sequel. I hope that's 3. I've not been keeping count, I really should fucking keep count. 4. 5. I'm gonna hope that's 5. See, look, again, look. On the right, arm number 2 is having a go. Ahead of schedule. Arm number 2 is supposed to have a turn after arm number 1. Look, I can't... There aren't enough turns now. Alright, let me see if I can make more turns using quick hit. 1. 2. There won't be enough turns, I don't think. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to turn that heater off. I'm actually getting hot. It's the first time in a while. I'm not going to open the window though. I'm not crazy. That would be crazy. Why does some... That's cheating though. Having sometimes arm 2 jumps ahead. That's cheating. Okay. I think I might have enough turns though. Quick hit. Yep. Okay, this hit has to kill this arm. No! Oh, restart. God. I pressed X twice in quick succession instead of pressing X then right X. That's 3 times tonight I've done that. In the, I don't know, 3 or 4 other attempts I've had at fighting Penance, I never did that once. I was always careful. I think that's the problem. The nature of me live streaming means my attention is divided. I can't focus entirely. Well, I can. I can just sit here in silence and just, well, I say in silence. I can sit here and count the numbers, which I may have to do. When the arms come out, I may just have to shut the fuck up talking to you guys and just count the numbers and make sure I don't hit the body when I'm not supposed to. Because that's really causing me to lose on silly reasons. Silly reasons indeed. Come on, game. God, this game takes so damn long. Load. Yes, load there, please. A thank you. A thank you. Yeah, that was weird. Arm 2 had a cheat moment where it appeared higher on the list than it should have done, and I think I might have been able to deal with it. And then I fucked it up, threw it down the drain and all that jazz. My god, this Penance. What a son of a bitch. I mean, the second hardest enemy in the game is this thing called Nemesis.
You're counting on you, kid.
And Nemesis won't appear unless you... Like, basically, with the Monster Arena, when you first get there and the Monster Arena opens up, the guy gives you these weapons, and if you kill enemies with these weapons, you capture them, right? And then they go to the arena, and then you can go to the arena, you can select an area, say,
Here we go!
say Mushroom Rock Road, and he'll let you fight the enemies on Mushroom Rock Road as long as you've caught one. And if you catch 10 of every enemy in the whole game, apart from bosses, then he will make these really super hard super bosses, and then you defeat those, and the hardest of those is called Nemesis. And people regard that as the second hardest enemy in the game after Penance. And I took care of him on my second go. I was using my old armor with the break HP limit and the ribbon, and at first he was defeating me because he was simply having too many turns. So I went back to the... This was before the sphere grid was finished. I went back and I earned a lot of spheres that put my accuracy... No, not accuracy. Put my agility up so I could have more turns in combat. But now, as you saw earlier, my agility is maxed, so I can't have any more turns. So there's a sizable jump in difficulty between Nemesis and Penance, and I didn't think there would. I thought they'd be about the same in difficulty, but no. Penance, Nemesis seems like a character that seems like a boss that if you make your character strong enough, you'll be able to power your way through it. This fight seems like you just need strategy. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Come on, hit me with your rainbow disco lights. Come on. I'll take it. I like that smiley face you left on that comment, Joe. It's funny. It's like a little potato. A little yellow potato. Okay. How many hits did I do on the other arm? I guess it doesn't really matter. I just need to keep hitting it. And not hit the body this time. That would be good. Right, I think that's 5 on that arm. I'm not going to push my luck. I'm going to take care of this arm. Right. And then I'm going to take care of the other arm. And actually hit the arm this time, not the body. Thank you. Good job I didn't take my chances there. Right, here we go. 6. Both arms taken care of without having a turn. Now. Time to go to work. So, mix these. Go down to use. I want to use, where is it? 3 stars. Okay, so now it's just go ham on the quick hit. Although Penance is going to have a go now. He's going to do obliteration, and it's not really going to obliterate anyone. It's just going to seriously hurt them, but they'll take it. I still just can't get over the fact that you can fight the hardest thing in the game and you don't need break HP limit. I always thought ribbon and break HP limit were god tier armor enhancements, and for most enemies they are. But Penance is like, oh no son, you need you need to just be awesome. And I've heard, like, people play this game, they do like a no sphere grid run somehow, where they do the whole game without leveling up their characters, which seems insane to me, but from what I gather, because the fight system in this game is so fucking awesome, it kind of doesn't matter how hard your characters are. What matters more is, like, your strategies, apparently. And it seems like your strategies would be very limited if you weren't using the sphere grid. Like, all of these abilities here, all of these ones you're looking at, none of these would be available because they're all from the sphere grid. Just seems crazy to me. Or there's people that will play the whole game and they'll only use one character or something like that. And it's just like, I should probably watch someone do one of these runs one day and just be like, how the fuck? I wouldn't even entertain the notion of the idea that you could beat the game using only one character. Like, apart from the times when you're forced to use more than one, obviously. But then again, I bet there's people that think the idea of beating a whole Metal Gear Solid game without killing a single enemy is probably ridiculously insane. And to me, that's just like, it's just a thing you do in Final Fantasy. So maybe it's like that. Maybe there's me going, how the fuck are you supposed to beat this game without leveling up? And there's people there going, I mean, it's doable, you just need to know. Wasn't counting the hits on the arms. Damn it. I think I only did one hit on the left arm. So let's say 2. 3. It doesn't matter if I kill it early. Doesn't matter too much. 4. Oh, okay, I guess that's 6. Right. Okay, that may have been a little bit too early, but we'll see. 1. Keeping track of this one. 2. 3. 4. 5. And fuck it, I will take it out here. Because I want both arms to be taken out. I want both arms to be taken out fairly close to each other. Because I want to have as many arm-free turns as possible. Johnny Beaver's in the chat. Johnny Beaver, say hi to my fellow friends. Penance is really hard, he says, with many sad faces. Yes, Penance is really hard. You might even say the hardest enemy in the game, as many people do say this. Yeah, this is I never fought Penance back in the day because I never got I never messed around on the sphere grid with filling empty nodes and stuff. So like, although I finished the game and made what I thought were tough characters, they weren't really that tough. I couldn't defeat Yojimbo 5 times in a row, Dark Yojimbo 5 times in a row using Zanmato. I just couldn't do it. So I was like, well, impossible then. But of course these days, you know, it was my favourite game for 9 years, so when they bring out an HD remake of it, or remaster rather, and it's got trophies, I'm like, you bet your ass I'm going to go for it. Okay, I'm going to keep count this time. 1. 2. 3. Obliteration. It's more like doing some serious damage. Ah, was that 3 hits or 4 hits on the arm? I think that was 3. It's always best to underestimate. I think it was 3 hits on the arm. Fuck's sake. Oh, keep count. And then as soon as he starts doing a move and I start talking about something else, I'm like, fuck, lost count already. Right. So I'm going to assume that's 3 hits on the arm, just to be safe. 4. 5. Okay, so 1 more should kill that arm. If it doesn't, it will probably cost me the fight. Right, okay, so now I attack the body, don't I? Regenerate the other arm? Right. Right, okay. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, now to kill the left arm, this had better fucking kill it. Yes. Okay, so one more hit on the right arm. So on my next go, I will kill the right arm, and then both arms will have been destroyed close together, which is what I want. Because then that'll maximize my turns without any arms. Which is a beautiful thing. Okay, I wish there was a fast forward button for this shit though. Right, so kill the arm, kill it with fire, kill it with extreme prejudice, dead. Now, I should just have a bunch of turns on the body, and this will probably lead to the body, the restraint falling away, which means 3 million HP is gone. Although it feels like all I've been doing on this particular version of the fight, on this instance, is just killing arms. It doesn't feel like I've had too many goes on the body. Love it. I love just having that many uninterrupted turns capping off his body. It's awesome. Right, doing obliteration. That's probably his last obliteration, because I imagine he's gonna... I imagine I'm gonna break the 3 mil threshold soon. I just need to time the dispels right, man. I need to, okay, right, the golden rule, as I set out earlier, the golden rule is... if there's arms, make there no arms. That's the golden rule. Right, so I'm expecting the arms to regenerate very shortly. Okay, there's one. Right, so. 1. 2. Regenerate the other arm. 3. 4. Okay, 5. So the left arm is prepped and ready to be killed. 1. Alright, we're getting there. See, this part's easy. As long as I don't cock up, get into the part where he loses his restraints. This is the easy part. Once he starts doing power break and mental break, then Jesus Christ, that scared me. That was loud as fuck. Johnny Beaver. Wait, let me make sure. Yep, Beaver. I wanted to make sure it wasn't Breaver. Had to get it right. Johnny Beaver just subscribed and became a fellow friend. Welcome to the I don't know, the group of fellow friends, I guess. I don't really have... I've got a name for my subscribers. I don't have a name for a group of them. They are my fellow friends. I could just say welcome to the fellow friends. Anyway, Jesus Christ. I like the way that Streamlabs alert works, because fuck me, that was loud. It scared the crap out of me. Thank you for subscribing, Johnny. Hopefully you'll enjoy my videos. And yeah, you may see my latest video is a Metal Gear Solid 2, only it's in English video. And you're welcome. Thank you very much. And yeah, I think it's quite funny, and I finished doing the voiceover for episode 2 today. So tomorrow, when I get back from work, I'll start editing that. So there might be a new video up tomorrow. There might not be. Right, this is number 2. One thing you'll learn about me quite quickly is that I upload videos at random, and I stream at random. 3. So you really want to hit the notification bell as well if you subscribe. 4. Because, like I say, I upload at random. And if I go 5, I hope that's 5. If I go live, yeah, I go live at random. So if you hit the notification bell, then you will be notified when I go live. Otherwise, you might miss it, obviously. So I believe both arms are prepped. So I'm gonna go for it. Right, take this arm away. Be gone from me. And then this arm better be fucking... Actually, it doesn't matter if this hit kills it, because I've got 2 more turns after this. Excellent. I'm able to count to 6. Perfect. Right. So now, back to the body. After this group of hits, I'm expecting it to lose its restraints and start doing immolation instead of obliteration. Gonna go with obliteration. Right. Hopefully this will be the last time it does obliteration, and then this fight gets tricky. Like this wasn't tricky enough already. Although saying that, a couple of minutes ago I did just say this is the easy part, but it's all relative, isn't it? Like this is the easy part of this fight, but it's still extremely hard in the scheme of fighting things on this game. Boom! Right, so now I'm just going to keep spamming quick hit on its torso until it starts tripping and it goes, oh no, I'm going to loosen my restraints. Because I like to think of it like, it's kind of like a straitjacket. Like, here we go. Look, it's going to fall away, and then the arms, if you can call them arms, will like sort of come loose, and then the tail is loose. So it's almost like they were restraints, you know? And now he's like, look, now I'm going to do a move that only hits one of you instead of three of you, but it leaves a little lingering threat that I'm not going to tell you about. Okay, so that's a quarter of its health gone. Now we're in the hard part. Who knows if I'm going to be able to defeat this boss on this stream? Probably not, but, you know, I'll give it a go. I want to defeat it on stream, because then I can just go boom, boom, get the platinum trophy, done. Okay, arms take precedence. Right, now, this is the annoying thing. He's going to do, after Riku's next turn, he's going to do immolation, which is going to fuck someone up. And I hope I can kill the arms before he does immolation. But I can't, look. Look, because there's boss, and then there's Tidus, Waka, Riku, and then boss again. So he's going to have a turn, and then another turn in quick succession. That's called cheating, if you're not me. And then, okay, miles away before he has another one. So, I mean, that arm, though, how many turns do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 turns before that arm has a turn. But you have to bear in mind that the second arm is about to regenerate. So that second arm will probably have a turn 1 or 2 turns after the first arm. So I need 10 turns between now and boss 1, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9. I don't know if... And if I take 1 turn to cast Dispel, that means I've only got 8 turns. But using Quick Hit might add a turn. This is where it gets complicated. Do I do Dispel as soon as it's... Do I do Dispel as soon as Immolation hits, or do I wait and do... No, the golden rule is destroy arms. If there be arms, make there be no arms. That's the golden rule. I tried dispelling before destroying the arms earlier, and it didn't work. Have I hit the arm at all? I don't think I've hit the arm yet. I'm going to assume no. Right. 1. Regenerate. Immolation, okay. So, once on the left. I've hit it once. I just really hope... I really hope that if it... Oh yeah, that's a good thing about... I forgot about that. That's a good thing about Immolation over Obliteration as well. Immolation, because it only hits one person, triggers a counterattack from my characters because they've got such hardcore weapons, so they do counterattacks. Right, so I can't waste my time doing Dispel on Waka, so I gotta hope to God that the next boss move isn't done on Waka. If it's done on anyone else, then there shouldn't be a problem. If it's done on Waka, if he does that move on one person twice in a row, I lose, basically. So I've done 1 hit on the left. 2. 3. 4. And there's 5. Right, let's start on the other side now. 1. Don't do it on Waka. Don't do it on Waka. Because if you do, I'm probably gonna be fucked. Yes! Okay. I think we survived that round, boys. Right, shield heal. That's fine. Okay, so I've hit the right arm once. Once the arms are dead, I'll do my dispelling business. 2. 3. 4. 5. No, yeah. Okay, this should be 6. Yep, okay. And then this should be 6. Yep, okay, right, now I need to dispel Waka and Riku, because they've both got armor break and mental break. And the boss is about to do immolation again, but because there's no arms, I can dispel straight away. Okay, here we go. Gotta make sure I don't want to dispel the wrong person. Right, dispel Waka. So that'll get rid of armor break and mental break, which immolation puts on. And I will do the same for Riku. There it is. Couldn't see it for a second. Because if I don't dispel armor break and mental break, and then he hits that same character again, they won't survive it. So, quick hit. He'll do immolation. I do like the way that at least Penance's moves are predictable. Like, he only has one move. Well, he only does if you take care of the arms, then he only has obliteration and immolation. Okay. So now, counter-attack. Tidus will auto-heal because of his armor, which is set up in the right way. Riku can dispel the armor break and mental break. There we go, and now we resume cappage on the body. I like the way there's a giant, like a giant cleave down the middle of the chest of Penance, almost as if it was a huge scar caused by fighting Sin, which is kind of coincidental because Penance comes out of the giant scar in the land that was caused by Sin. It's all very symbolic. Yeah, look at all this. Having all these uninterrupted hits, baby. This is what I like. This is what I like. One regenerate. Oh no, he's doing immolation again. Okay. I just want to let everyone know, this is the furthest into this fight I've ever made it. So from here on in, we're in new territory. And I know it's just going to be the same moves and everything, but you know what I mean. Right, please let me have a turn before the arms come back. Beautiful. I love that counter-attack. It's brilliant. Fuck! One of the arms came back. Fuck, they both came back! How many turns did you have? Shit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turns, 8, 9. See, I can't do dispel. If I do... No, not mug. Where is it? Quick hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, if I do quick hits, if I do a bunch of quick hits, I might be able to dispel before. Alright. Okay. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Right, so I need 7 more turns to take out those arms. So I'm looking up in the top right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can't... Oh my god, this sucks so much ass. I can't risk doing Dispel on Tidus, because I need as many turns as I can to defeat the arms. Which means the boss is about to have a turn. If he does Immolation on Tidus, it's over. I can't believe my characters are as hard as they get, and my chances of surviving this fight boil down to whether or not he attacks Tidus twice in a row. Alright, so the arm on the left is prepped, isn't it? No need to keep hitting that one. 1. 2. 3. 4. Don't hit Tidus. Don't hit Tidus. Wait, what the fuck is he doing? Oh no! Oh no, look. I forgot about this. I lose then. Dang it. I forgot about Judgment. Fuck. I remember reading somewhere that it had... There's a secret counter you can't see. And when the secret counter reaches 19, Penance does Judgment. Okay, right. Okay, where's my phone? I need to find out what triggers the counter to go up. Because I think I recall seeing every time I attack Penance and every time Penance attacks me, the counter goes up by 1. I'm not sure. Jonathan says, I lost 5 minutes in my life. Yeah, I lost more than 5 minutes. I've been fighting this guy for nearly an hour and a half, and I've been losing that time, I'll tell you that much. Load. Right, so let me see. FX Penance. There we go. Yep, continue the load. Whoo boy. Penance is no fucking joke. No joke. I just want to remind everyone. The sphere grid is maxed out completely. My characters cannot get any harder than they already are. Just want to remind everyone of that. Let me have a look at this. Jasper here, says Jasper with what looks like Japanese characters for a name. Well, hello there, Jasper. Everyone say hello to Jasper, and Jasper say hello to my fellow friends. Jonathan, you can. Argentina believes in you. Foro. Foro. I don't know what foro means. But thank you. Argentina. Hey. If you subscribe, that means I'd have 2 subscribers from Argentina. In fact, I don't know. I may already have more than 2, but I just remembered Leonard Fairs isn't here. Now I'm not saying he has to be every stream, but he must be busy. I'll probably get a message off him tomorrow saying, sorry I couldn't make your stream. Right, so let me just check. X Potion 99, that's what I need. I'm gonna, where are we? I'm gonna, items, yeah, I want to sort. Manual. I want to put 3 stars, wherever they are, there, near the top. They can go there, I guess. I don't need Mega Elixirs, do I? 3 stars. Right, now I'll save it again. Because I just want 3 stars to be near the top. This might be an interesting Final Fantasy livestream. Penance Challenge. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming for. Because I've been going for an hour and a half already. But I could probably push just about another hour. But I don't know how many times you guys are willing to watch me lose to Penance, basically. Okay, so here we are. Let me start the fight first. Let me go.
We're counting on you, kid.
I'm reading from the Final Fantasy wiki. Where's the judgment counter? So I need to keep track of not only how many times I've hit each arm, but the judgment counter as well. I forgot about judgment. Alright, look at him. He's immune to almost everything. Battle. Pumpity pum. Okay, Penance's ultimate attack is Judgment Day, which hits all party members for 99,999 HP and 999 MP. Penance required. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Penance requires both of its arms to activate. Both of its arms active to perform this move. Right. Okay. That's interesting. That's good to know. So as long as I make sure it's got. I can't let Penance have a turn if it's got 2 arms out. Basically. Okay, so maybe I don't need to bother with the counter. So yeah, he can only do Judgment Day if he's got both arms out. That's interesting. Good to know. It will not pumpity palm. But the arms will get turns after revive. Okay, yeah, there's that. There is a secret counter for Judgment Day, and Penance uses it when the counter reaches 19. The counter increases by 1 every time the party inflicts damage on it. Okay, I assume that counts counterattacks as well. And by 1 every time it uses Immolation. Right, okay, so every time I do damage, the counter goes up by 1. Every time Penance uses Immolation, the counter goes up by 1. So, basically, if it uses Judgment, I have lost. I'm just gonna keep a note on my phone here. Every time 1 gets added to the counter, I'm gonna make a note of it. Because, I'm gonna have to keep track of that. Right, so Judgment counter is at 0. Wait a minute. How? So apparently every time I do damage... Oh yeah, I was just about to say, how come every time I do damage the counter goes up 1, how did it take so long to get to 19? And then I realised, no, it didn't take that long to get to 19. It got to 19 a long time ago. That was just the first time it had 19 with both arms. Right, I'm with it. Okay, so... First things first, attack the arms. This is what I want to do. Right. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this out this time, right? Because what I was doing before was I was trying to have both arms taken out close together. But this way, if I have a few turns in between each arm getting destroyed, that will reduce the time that Penance has 2 arms. That's my logic. 1. Okay, 2, and then he's going to do obliteration. That's fine. Not a problem. We all know I can survive this. This move is simply nothing more than a waste of time right now. I can't believe doing this fight with Ribbon and break HP limit is actually harder than not doing it with those things. I always thought they were god tier enchantments. Right. I've hit that arm twice, haven't I? Thrice? I don't know if there's one after thrice. It's probably twice. Hey. That's not fair. His arm's about to have another turn. That's cheating. Yeah, look. Okay, I've got to reload. Why does it do that, man? No idea. Let me restart. Try to restart. There we go. It won't let you restart when there's like a move happening. That's cheating. Normally, that arm doesn't have like a sped up turn. But sometimes it does. And I definitely... Jonathan says, hey man, you need more energy than 9999, isn't? No. I used to think that. No, that is not the case. With this enemy, no. I'll show you the armor I used to wear when I took out, you know, most of the other hard enemies in the game. Because you can bet your ass I didn't sell that armor, because I thought maybe I'll need it again. And it took so long to make. God, it was hard to make. I mean, Ribbon. Ribbon is an enchantment you can put onto armor, which makes you immune to pretty much every status ailment going. So it's a really good ability to have. And the game essentially gives you one for free. Like when you get to a certain point, if you want to enchant that, if you want to put Ribbon onto some armor, you need 99 dark matters, and that's the rarest thing in the game. And like, to put it into how rare it is, killing 1 Dark Aeon, if you're lucky, will give you 2. And there's only like 6 Dark Aeons. Like, it's crazy. So the game gives you 99 at one point, so there you go. That's Ribbon on 1 character. But then you can do what I did, which is I grinded Dark Yojimbo for a whole evening to get enough Dark Matters to make 2 Ribbons. And then I ended up having 3. So, yeah, let me go... See, her abilities are Auto Potion. So... when she takes a hit and survives, she'll use an X potion to go back up to full health. Auto Protect gives me more defense. Without that, I wouldn't be able to survive Obliteration. Auto Haste, you need that because that lets you have more turns. And defense plus 20%. Without that, I would also not be able to survive Obliteration. However, the armor I was using before I made this Penance armor was this stuff. So you've got Auto Protect, right? You know, it helps you stay alive, and Auto Haste gives you more turns. I've got Auto Phoenix, which means if you get KO'd, one of your teammates will use a Phoenix down to revive you, and Break HP Limit, which allows you to go above 9999 HP. So for her, it's 27,000, right? And at first, you might think, that's awesome, you want 27,000. But no, you don't. Because Penance's moves, if I have this armor on, I don't have defense plus 20%, which means when he does Obliteration, it'll do over 10,000 damage. Which is a problem, because even an X potion, it says fully restores HP of 1 character. That's not true. It will fully restore your HP up to 9,999. So if Penance is doing more than 10,000 HP per turn, and the most I can heal per turn is 10,000, it's diminishing returns and he'll wear me down. So... having only 9,999, but this specific set of armor, where is it? Yeah, this one. Auto Potion, Auto Protect, Auto Haste, and Defense plus 20%. I have that on all 3 characters. This is the armor you need. Apparently, with the right strategy, you can beat it with alternate armor and stuff like that. But I tried it with the armor that gives you loads of health, and
you're counting on you, kid.
it is no good. because you just waste way too many turns healing, and then the arms have way too many turns. So this way, as long as you can keep the arms dead, there isn't really an issue. It's just the arms keep coming back.
Here we go!
Right, so hopefully the right arm will actually not cheat this time, and it will actually have its turn in place, which is after the left arm. I need 2 arm to have a turn after 1 arm. That shouldn't be too much to ask, but it seems it might be. La da 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 da. Let me leave. La da da dee da. I like the idea that we're actually moving as well during this fight. While you're fighting, it kind of looks like you're sort of just floating there stationary. But no, we are traveling at a high speed. Right, okay. Standard routine. Hang on, let me check the move list. Okay, see, that's what I want to see. I want to see 2 have a turn after 1. That's what I want to see. Okay. 1. I'm going to try that new strategy of taking... Instead of prepping an arm and then taking care of it just before its turn, I'm just going to kill each arm with extreme prejudice. Kill it as fast as possible. That's 1. Work on the second arm now. 1. A 2. Go on, do your obliteration. Yeah. Which I will survive. And then my guys will put themselves back up to full health, which I can't do if I was wearing the other armor. See, look, they only just survived that. There's no way I'd survive it without the defense plus 20%. So you either need some hardcore defense armor like I've got, or apparently you can do it with the break HP limit armor. You just need to... I don't know, it's harder or something. I don't fucking know. Gosh. Okay, and then 1 more hit on you to erase you from history. Okay. So just a regular bunch of cheating then. What the fuck? Like, what? How did it not die from? How did I not have enough turns before it had a turn? Okay, right. Well, I know I should restart, or at least I'm fairly confident I should restart. But I'm gonna soldier on and see if I can actually pull it back. Right, so... Okay, now she needs to be healed because she won't survive obliteration unless she's got full health. Okay, there's that. I need to go on to quick hit. Now this will kill this arm. Yes, excellent. Rusty Spoon says, "What the fuck is that?" And Jonathan says, "It's a huge T." You are correct, sir. Yeah, this is the hardest... Yeah, I see. This is the hardest enemy in the whole game. This was my favorite... this game was my favorite game in the world for 9 years. Back in the day when it first came out. And then Skyrim came out and that became my favorite. But I never even came close to seeing this enemy back in the day when I was playing it back in the day. Because I never made characters that were anywhere near this hard. I thought I made hard characters, but no, these are hard characters. You have to jump through so many hoops just to get this enemy to appear. And then he appears, and he is the hardest enemy in the whole fucking game, which is why I'm having difficulty. Right, so the arms are destroyed. Now I need to go to work. Special, use, restart... Oh, that confused me then. I was like, Chocobo Wings should be there, but Chocobo Wings moved over here now for some reason. 3 stars. This reduces my magic cost to 0. And then I will use Riku's Overdrive. Ah, shit, I can't. I need to kill those arms immediately. Okay. Okay, yeah, of course, yeah. I know why this is all out of sync, because Riku died, didn't she? Because that arm cheated and had a turn out of sync. Well, I'm gonna try... Because I can't use one of her turns to use her overdrive to create Ultra Null just yet, because I need both of these arms to be destroyed. Alright, there's one. Have you ever played God Hand? Asks Rusty Spoon. No, I have not, but it's funny you should say that, because look, Riku's ultimate weapon is called God Hand. What are the chances? I don't know what God Hand is, it just sounds cool, but I guess it's a game and probably the name of a story in some ancient folklore. Oh shit, right, okay. So the arm is gone, now I can use Riku's overdrive, healing water, chocobo wing. Okay, it moved again, I'm confused. Right, so this will be Ultra Null All, excellent. Just in time for Obliteration to come along and try and kill me. So no, Rusty Spoon, I've never played God Hand. What's it about? What kind of game is it? Give me the deets. Okay, second arm regeneration? After the X-Potion healing scenario? Let's find out. Maradona's Hand of God, yeah. I always thought that in schools they should have a poster of Maradona doing the Hand of God, and then in big letters it should say cheats do prosper. I think they should put that up in every school around the world. Everyone. Okay, so I've got to think about this, right? Riku's just done her overdrive. Curious, it's a beat-em-up game, says Rusty Spoon. No, I haven't played. I've heard of it though. Like, I'm pretty sure I've heard of it outside of Riku's ultimate weapon in this game. Interesting. I may have to look it up because I'm curious. So, right. You have to forgive me because this fight's crazy. So I have to. Every time I'm like finishing interacting with the chat, I've got to refamiliarize myself with the exact setup that's happening, because I think after my next turn or the turn after that, one of the arms is going to regenerate. I wish they told you that in this thing, this turn list on the right hand side. I wish they told you when the arms were going to come back. I've already destroyed one arm. I think the other arm is about to return, and I don't think I've hit Penance himself yet. You know what? I was gonna keep track of the judgment counter, as I mentioned earlier, but I've just realised it's pointless because the goal is to never let it do judgment, and I know I can do that by taking out both arms. I was going to try and keep track of the judgment counter, and then when he was about to do it, pull out an Aeon to eat the move, but that would not be good. I would just have to make sure that the fucking thing has no arms, or at least only one arm every time it's about to have a turn. So quick hit. Yep, I think I'm just having an attack the body phase. Arm regenerate. Oh, look at that. What a good guess. I told you it was in one or two goes. Right, so take care of this arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna have a go. Rusty Spoon says, "And what are you waiting for? Kill him!" I was planning. You see, this is like, I love the like, I played a few Final Fantasies. I've played a few games with different fighting styles, and of the Final Fantasy games, this one has the best fighting system for me because it's strictly turn-based, whereas most if not all the other Final Fantasy games are time-based / turn-based. This is like I could put this controller down now and then walk away, and then pick the game up tomorrow, and it'll still be exactly here. Because there's no time in the fight, it is just turn-based. So I can just stand here and take all day to plan my next move. That's what's awesome about it, and that's what I'm waiting for. Right, so his arm too is going to have a turn coming up, but it'll be dead before it has a turn. Because 6 hits will kill an arm. Right, so now I go back to attacking the body. Quick hits. Everything's got to be a quick hit, otherwise it's no good. Well, that's the plan. Okay, the other arm regenerates. Right, now this is... If you saw me fight earlier, you'll know how beautiful it was for me to destroy both arms and then have like a series of uninterrupted hits against Penance. But this would be better for me because there's way less time of Penance having both arms out at once when I'm doing it this way. And as we now know, if Penance has both arms out at once, it's bad news for me. because he'll do Judgment, and then it is over. Okay, that's both arms taken care of, baby. Go on, do your little pussy move, obliteration. Sounds harder than it is. I mean, admittedly, it's a pretty hard fucking move. It's just that my characters are just so hench. I've got their gear set up just right. Okay, so yeah, quick attack. Let's keep going. Hit the body. I just love the way Penance has auto protect, and I'm like, doesn't matter. 99,999 every time. Try Zanmato's Yojimbo, says Jonathan. Never! And I'll tell you why. Because back in the day when I played the game on the PS2, the only way I could possibly beat a Dark Aeon was by using Yojimbo's move, Zanmato. Until I got to Dark Yojimbo, and you have to defeat him 5 times in a row. And that move, Zanmato, is... I would say luck, but it's not really luck, because there's loads of maths that go into it. Like, I've read the tables, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to keep track of all this stuff, just to try and calculate when exactly I can get Zanmato to come out. So Zanmato is an extremely unreliable move, so I deemed beating the Dark Aeons was undoable once I got to Dark Yojimbo. I was able to beat Valafor, Ifrit, Shiva, Ixion, and all that business. No, I don't think I could beat Ixion, because you've got to kill Ixion twice in a row. And I couldn't pull Zanmato out twice in a row. So, out of principle, if I'm going to get the Platinum on what was my favourite game for 9 years, and I defeated all the Dark Aeons this time around, legitimately, without using Zanmato, fuck, I just hit the body. I wasn't meant to do that. But I think it'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. Then I am making it my mission to also defeat Penance legit as well. I don't want to use Zanmato on Penance. I want to say that I truly have beaten him. I didn't cheese it. See, now there's another arm. I only get a couple of hits in between arms, but this... It may be slower, but this looks like it might be the way. 2... 3... 4... 5... 6. Rusty Spoon asks, do you still mad? I don't know. I don't know what you're asking. Do you still mad? I don't know. Are you asking, am I still mad? Was I mad to begin with? I don't know. Please clarify. I'm afraid I do not understand the question. Whew. Right, okay. So... Right, so now we'll attack the body, we'll probably get 3 hits in, and then the other arm will appear. And look at this, look how many hits I'm having uninterrupted, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, regenerate. Right, now I need to focus on the arm. Summon Sephiroth, says Jonathan. It's a secret Eon. If I could summon Sephiroth, I would. But, you know, all I know about Sephiroth is, like, stuff that people tell me. Because like, Final Fantasy VII was the first Final Fantasy I played, right? But... I never owned it back in the day. I saw my friend play it and I was like, what's this? And I didn't even know what like turn-based combat was or anything. I saw it and I was like, this is amazing. I really like this. Didn't end up getting it for whatever reason. Got 8 though, loved that, and so on. And then I ended up borrowing 7 off a friend and I never got off disc 1. And since then, I've had it on my phone. I've got it on my PS3 currently. And I've tried to play it 3 or 4 times on my PS3 and I cannot get off disc 1. Not because it's too hard, but because I just lose interest. The game, like Final Fantasy VII, great game. I'm not saying anything bad about it. Maybe it's just me, but I hit the open world, and then I go to that area where there's that like giant snake thing that comes out of the ground, and then you go into a cave, and then shortly after that, I'm like, I yak out. I'm done. I check out. It just can't hold me for whatever reason. I don't know why. And I wish it could. So I've never been off disc 1 with Final Fantasy VII. So people keep talking about Sephiroth, and all I know about Sephiroth is what I saw in the first disc. Look at that arm regeneration so quickly. That's not fair, but, you know, whatever. Oh, no. Oh, shit. That guy with the Japanese characters. I need to... Where are we? I need to scroll up so I can see your name. What's your name? Scroll up a bit more. Jasper! That was it. That's a good name. I like it. Oh, Jasper. Jasper said, I want to level up my characters fully to face this boss, but it's so boring. It is and it isn't, because you really have to be sort of paying attention and be on it. I mean, I've made several mistakes so far, and like I said, the smallest mistake will cost you. Like if you think you've hit an arm 5 times, but really you've hit it 4 times, like that can cost you the fight. It's just a case of actually trying to get it done. Once it's done, then the Platinum Trophy's mine, because all I got to do is just storyline-wise, I'm at you know, the final boss. So all I need to do, once I defeat Penance, which I probably won't do on the stream, but we'll see. Once I defeat him, it's just a cakewalk until the end of the game. And then the Platinum Trophy is mine, baby, and then I will, at some point, work on Final Fantasy X-2. Rusty Spoon says, I mean about Detroit Become Human. Oh, right, yeah. Am I still mad about Detroit Become Human? Not really. I guess I mean, I will be if busybodies try to fucking get it banned, and if they succeed. Oh, there will be a rant video if they succeed at like banning that game or censoring it or whatever. Because I know we had South Park Stick of Truth was censored over here and in Australia, and it's just like, what the fuck, man? You let people play games like GTA, which are amazing, by the way. You let people play games that are essentially mass murder simulators. You could go around killing people and doing all this business. But oh my! Oh no, you can't show a cartoon character getting an abortion via a rogue anal probe. Oh no, that is too far. We can't possibly allow that. But we'll allow people to go and murder people in these games. Like, what the fuck? It's just old fuddy-duddies that just don't get video games and shit. Anyway, I've already given my piece on that. If people want to hear how I feel about the although it's unlikely, but the potential for Detroit Become Human being banned, then yeah, go back and look at that video I did. It was very recent, of me ranting at these people that want to get Detroit Become Human banned because it dares to, well, I say it dares to show abuse. It doesn't really show much abuse, child abuse in that trailer. It's more implied abuse. You don't really, but you know, whatever. You'd think that people who created Childline would want the topic of child abuse to be brought to the forefront and have people talk about it, but I guess not. I guess they don't. But if you want to see my full rant, that's on that fucking video. So hang on, I got comments flying in left and right. Here we go. We've got Jonathan saying, fucking let it tea. It's stronger than Argentine Summer Sunshine. Argentine Summer Sunshine, I imagine, is pretty fucking strong. And Argentine, are you Argentine? Is Rusty Spoon Argentine? Am I being invaded by the Argentinians? Because Leonard Fairs is one of my subscribers, and he usually hops in the streams. He must be busy tonight. Yes. So anyway, I'm gonna continue the fight. Sorry, I was just looking at comments then. I'm trying to talk and look at comments and keep track of where I am in this fight and talk about games that I'm looking forward to potentially being banned. There's a lot going on in my head right now. Also, normally I'd be going to bed in about 15 minutes because I gotta get up at fucking 10 to 5 in the morning to go to work. But I mean, yeah, I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours now, so I think that's, you know, it's not bad. Not bad. Jonathan says, I'm from Docksud, baby. Docksud, baby! And Team FF says, nice voice. Everyone in the chat say hi to Team FF, and Team FF say hello to my fellow friends. Although, I think only Joe is in the chat. If you want to be a fellow friend, you got to subscribe. No, I lied. No, sorry. How did I forget? Johnny Beaver subscribed earlier, but he's probably not in the chat anymore. So, come to think of it, Joe might not even be in the chat anymore. Rusty Spoon says, video games are serious business for you, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty much all I ever do, really. go to work, come home, play video games. Pretty much all I do. I've always loved video games. And, you know, if I can share me doing things like fighting the hardest enemy in Final Fantasy with some random people on the internet who actually might want to watch me and listen to me ramble, then it's all good. But yeah, thank you Team FF, thank you for the comment, saying nice voice, it's a beautiful thing. I've had a couple of people over the years say, hey man, I like your accent. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I mean, how do you respond to that? Like, I mean, to me, you know, it's just a normal, regular, standard English accent. You know, I'm not from the north, I'm not from the south. It's just the standard English accent. Yeah, Jonathan says, I have no idea how I got here. Fucking YouTube recommendations. Well, God bless those YouTube recommendations, I say. Oh man. Yeah, I like that. FF, fellow friend. Yeah, close. Close. Team fellow friend. That would have been funny. Hey, look, Joe is still here, look. I'm still here, baby. Beautiful. Excellent. So, yeah, basically, if you subscribe, you become a fellow friend. Joe, Panda, and Ben are the holy trinity of fellow friends. They're the special three that were like, not, I don't know, it's difficult to say. They weren't around at the genesis of my channel, but they were around in the early days of me doing the streams. So I call them the holy trinity of fellow friends. Everyone else that subscribes is a regular fellow friend, of course. And anyone else that doesn't subscribe is just a fool, by my definition. A classic fool. But I do appreciate all of you that are watching, even though I just insulted all of you by calling you fools. You know I'm joking, or do you? I mean, do you? Do you know me well enough to know that that's a joke? I don't know. Hence my clumsy clarification. I like that. Rusty Spoon says, "Fucking T, die at once." Yes, I agree. But I'm liking this because the way I'm doing it now, as opposed to the way I was doing it earlier, it is taking a bit longer. But it seems like the boss never has two arms at the same time, and that's what I want. If the boss has two arms at once, and then it has a turn, I will lose, because it will do judgment and it will kill me. So I need to make sure the boss only has one arm at the most. Jonathan says, if you can't handle it, could you try an Ice Climber stream? Maybe you can win that. I've never played Ice Climbers. I grew up, as did almost all of my friends, with Sega. So, like, I had a Sega Mega Drive. I also had a Sega Game Gear. That was awesome. I may have known one kid that had a SNES back in the day, but yeah, I was raised on Sega. So Ice Climbers was definitely a game I never played. Never even heard of it until I was playing Smash Bros. Melee, and you could play as these guys called the Ice Climbers, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. But I hear it's pretty tricky, so I do get the joke of your comment. But in all seriousness, you won't ever see an Ice Climber stream from me. Never. And Joe says, if you sub to Harperlarp, you might be lucky to scare the shit out of... Yeah, you might be, actually, because it's already happened once tonight. The subscriber notification is quite loud, and I could turn the volume down on my laptop, but I think that might affect the volume of it on the stream, because I've got the desktop audio going into the stream, so when the notification happens, you guys can hear it too, instead of just being able to see it and not hear it. And if I turn it down, you guys might not be able to hear it, because we used to have a history of people not being able to hear the notification. But I'll tell you, that notification came on earlier and fucking hell, it made me jump. Especially when I'm knee deep in this fight, and I'm like, right, okay, I've got to concentrate, and then boom, out of nowhere, I hear the one-up sound from Sonic and Knuckles. I had to think about it then, because I was always like, is it the one from Sonic and Knuckles, or is it the one from Sonic 3? I think it's the one from Sonic and Knuckles. I mean, hey, you'll have to subscribe and find out. And that's enough incentive, that is, to subscribe and scare the shit out of me. It's definitely a thing that's possible. Okay, so we destroyed one arm, and then the second arm came back immediately. We destroyed that, so now it should be a series of uninterrupted attacks. Jonathan says, I think the hardest game in history is Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, people say it's hard. I've seen, I watch a lot of, you know, AVGN, And what the fuck's happening? Oh, I thought I could hear something in the background. I was like, what the fuck? It's my phone. My phone thinks I'm talking to it. What an age we live in. Shut up, phone. Yeah, I never played Ghosts and Goblins because, as I said, I grew up a Sega kid, and that game I never even really heard of it until, like, I started watching things like AVGN, Pat the NES Punk. I love watching me some Funhouse. I think they played it. You know, when the SNES Mini Classic thing came out and everyone was playing on it. So yeah, I never played that. Yes, okay, that's a quarter of the health gone. A quarter of the health, because it has 12 million, and once you take off 3 million, this happens. Now the fight becomes hard. But, as you saw earlier, I was able to handle it until it did Judgment. Judgment was what fucked me over. And now I know, to stop it using Judgment, you need to reduce the arms, because it can only do Judgment if both arms are out. So that's why if I see an arm, I have to kill it immediately with fire. Or something much stronger, like my weapon. Okay, there's an arm. Get rid of it! Because I could use fire on this arm, but there's no point, because it wouldn't do 99,999. Oh yeah, and sorry, I just realised, going back to, let me scroll back to, I think it was Jasper. Did Jasper say it? Jasper said, I want to level up my characters fully to face this boss, but it's so boring. Yes, I thought you meant the boss was boring, which you may have meant, but now I'm thinking you mean the leveling up your characters fully is the boring part, and I will say yes, yes it is. It's kind of, I'll tell you what, the most boring part was actually getting the spheres. Like, actually leveling up isn't hard, because, right now, gather around my children, I will tell you a tale. You can fight this thing called the Don Tonberry, and he's like the most hard version of the Tonberry. If you hit the Tonberry, it will do a counter-attack that is proportional to how many kills you've killed, how many kills you've gotten in the game with that character, right? So most of my characters, when they hit Don Tonberry, it hits them back for 99,999 because they've killed so many. Now, you can set your overdrive gauge, your super meter, as it were. You can set that to fill when your comrades take damage. So you do that. So when someone attacks a Don Tonberry and they get killed by it, both your teammates' overdrive gauge goes way up and it gets filled immediately. Now, in addition to that, you have special armor that converts overdrive to experience, right? And then you just keep hitting this Don Tonberry, keep having him kill your characters, keep having them, and you can get like 20 to 30 sphere balls, like sphere level things, 20 to 30 of those per fight against this Don Tonberry. So actually getting the level up spheres isn't the slow part. The slow part is getting all the spheres you need to turn the empty nodes into active nodes. That's the long part. And I've done it. And to answer, let me go down. This is also Jasper. He says, you mean I missed this comment earlier. He says, you mean the game gives you the platinum for beating this boss? No. But the only trophies I have left to get are defeat Penance, finish the story, and view the Eternal Calm, which is this like bonus sort of story thing that happens in between Final Fantasies X and X-2. So once I defeat Penance, I'll get that trophy, and then the only two trophies remaining are a piece of cake. They're just finish the game, and I'm right at the end of the game anyway, and the final boss will take like 3 hits, if that. So that's easy, and then all I've got to do is watch a video, and then I've got the platinum trophy. So yeah, this is the last thing standing in between me and the platinum. Once I've done this, the rest is easy. And Rusty Spoon says, really, you had nightmares with E.T.? Are you watching my videos, are you? Yes, I had nightmares with E.T. because it's fucking nightmarish. Have you not seen E.T.? You know when he's when they find him in the river and he's all lying in the river like half dead, going like that's a nightmare fuel. And I'll tell you what was the worst part of the whole film. Literally the worst part, fucked me up, was when they took E.T. back to the house and he was dying and he was going all white and it was grim and it was nasty. And then the mother walks in. And she just walks into this room, right? Imagine being her. Walks into this room and sees her children on the floor with this fucking monster, hideous creature that looks, and it's like, and then when she goes to take the babies, he starts going, like that. That gave me nightmares, because E.T. is fucking nightmare fuel. And yes, I know E.T. is like the friendliest alien available, but oh my god, E.T. gave me nightmares as a kid. Not many things gave me nightmares as a kid, but E.T. did. You know, these days I can watch it and I'm fine. You know, I will tell you that noise E.T. makes, you know, that noise he makes, I will tell you till the day I die that noise is nightmare fuel. But I can still watch the film these days. Back in the day, as a kid though, fucking hell, I did not like it. Did not like it at all. So yeah, E.T. did give me nightmares. It really did. Okay, so back to the fight. Okay, yeah, one arm's dead, another arm comes back. Oh, wait. Okay, I might be okay. Because someone got immolated, didn't they, while I was talking, and I didn't dispel them. Who got immolated? Whacker did, so I'm gonna dispel Whacker. What kind of nightmares, says Rusty Spoon? You know, the usual, you know, the ones where E.T. is chasing you. Those kind of nightmares. I mean, you know, I'm 32 now, and I must have been like 6 or 7 at the time, so it's a bit hard to quite remember the details. But yeah, just E.T. coming after me. That's all you need for nightmares. Okay, so, right, before we get all crazy, let me look at Dispel. Where are we? Dispel, because someone just got immolated again. It was Whacker again. Good job I dispelled him then, wasn't it? Because if I hadn't dispelled him, he'd be dead right now, and then I would be fucked. So I'm going to dispel him a second time, or he's going to dispel himself. Now, go back to the quick attacks. Got to take care of this arm. Because we all know, Penance has 2 arms. He is not your friend. A 2-armed Penance is no friend of mine. A 1-armed Penance, still not a friend of mine, because I'd rather he had no arms, because then I can attack his body. I'm just concerned. I'm a little bit worried that these rounds of dispelling might end up with him having 2 arms at once, and that kind of scares me a little bit. Yeah, Rusty Spoon's like, E.T. chasing you, what the fuck? Well, okay, yeah, I'm not denying it's ridiculous. Having nightmares of E.T. is ridiculous. It is, right? But it happened, and I'm not going to deny that. But you tell me, if E.T. was in that, like, that state he's in the riverbed, you know, when his skin's going all clear and you can, like, see through his skin and shit, imagine that chasing you, making that noise he makes, making that noise, chasing you with those long fingers and shit. Tell me that ain't a nightmare. Because, I'll call you a liar if you do. Okay, so, just think, I just took out an arm, should be another few turns before another arm. He's about to have a turn. I just want to double check, make sure no one has been broken, or, sorry, immolated. Okay, I'm looking at their things. Doesn't look like anyone's got an armor break or mental break. So let's go back to regular quick hit. There we go. Don't worry, Jonathan, you are not alone. Oh, because he said, yeah, the only South American here? Come on! Yeah, I thought, yeah, I guess Rusty Spoon was from Argentina, because he asked if you were from Argentina. I mean, let's face it, in a special way, aren't we all a little bit from Argentina? Right, okay. Oh my god! Oh my god, there I was, slagging off Maradona earlier, saying, oh, people should put the poster up, saying all that bullshit, and I got Argentinians in the chat. Didn't even dawn on me. I hope I didn't offend you guys. Like, I hope Maradona isn't like a national treasure or something, and I just slagged him off. Actually, you know what? I don't give a shit. He deserves to be slagged off. He cheated, and he got away with it. Fuck him. Oh, man. Jonathan says, Final Fantasy X was my last franchise game I played. The rest I consider lost the magic. Yeah, I can see why. I mean, it did definitely take a turn after 10, 2, especially with 13. And I know a lot of people hate 13, and I understand it. I understand why. But my god, the story to 13 is one of my favourite stories in any game ever. Which makes, honestly, if I honestly had to rate the Final Fantasy games, 13 would probably be my 4th favourite. It would probably go 10, 8, 10, 2, and then 13. And everyone goes, what about 7 and 9? And I'm like, look, I told you my story was 7 earlier. And 9, again, I've got it on my phone, I tried playing it, I just can't get into it. I don't like the cartoony looking people, you know, with the super deformed style. I'd rather they look more like people. The story didn't interest me, the gameplay didn't interest me. Just making sure no one is... Yeah, just making sure no one's broken before I have an attack. Where are we? Quick hit. Okay, he's back. Joe says, I would shove his fingers up his ass. I bet that would make him phone home, little shit. I'll shove your fingers so far up your ass you'll be lighting your tonsils up. Funny. Funny imagery from Joe. I like it. Don't worry about that, says Rusty Spoon. Thank you. Maradona's its drug. Drug is Maradona. Maybe. Maybe. Many people hates Maradona. Fair enough. Even many Argentines. Look at this. I got the Argentines on my side. Beautiful. Yeah. I just want you to know, like, I wasn't, like... I definitely wasn't going, oh, fucking Argentinians or anything like that. I got nothing against Argentina. You know. It was just a comment about Maradona. And only Maradona. But I think we can all agree he cheated and got away with it. Because, I mean, it's the truth. Beautiful. Right, so anyway, let's keep quick hitting this guy, because I think, because of the dispelling I had to do, I think the second arm... Oh no, I just realised. I think the second arm is going to regenerate before this one gets destroyed, and he's just about to have a turn. Oh, this could be... This could be the end of dog racing. Rusty Spoon says, really? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Are you referring to even many Argentines? Or are you referring to something I said? Who knows? Oh, thank God the arm's dead. I was a bit concerned, because look, that arm's dead, and now, after my next go, I think the other arm is going to come back. And then Penance would have had a turn, which would not have been pleasant, because it would have been Judgment, and it would have been the end of dog racing. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. This is usually the time I go to bed. So, anything you get now is a bonus. You're now on... Also, I usually don't live stream longer than 2 hours. And now it's been 2 hours. I take 10 minutes off because the first 10 minutes were just countdown. Okay, what's happening? X potion. Okay. Okay, still no arm regen. I'm liking this. Oh shit. I just realised, yeah, someone got immolated, so I need to dispel that shit. Dispel that myth. It was Titus. Was it? Armor break, mental break, it was Titus. Okay. Boom! Dispel. Okay, take out the arm. I wonder how many X potions I've got, because I'm wondering if this might take up... They can't make me use more than 99 X potions, can they? I mean, maybe at the beginning, because every time it did Obliteration, that would cost me 3 X potions, because each character had to use an X potion. But Immolation only hurts one character, so every time he has a turn, I'm only using 1 X potion instead of 3. Let me have a look at how many I've got left. Oh, shit. Okay, right, yeah. I've got 55 left. I started with 99 X potions. I'm down to 55, but like I just mentioned, now he only hits 1 character at a time instead of 3, so hopefully they'll last. Because if I run out of X potions, and 99 is the most you can carry, if I run out of X potions, I can't win. Let me quick hit. Regenerate. No, what's he doing? Immolation. Of course he is. I knew that. So he'll do Immolation. Someone will counter-attack it, then use an X potion. I'll have to dispel it. By which point another arm might have appeared. Okay. X potion. Right. I am slowly making progress, but I am definitely making progress. That's the important part. Dispel. Armor break, mental break. Get rid of that shit. Because if I don't get rid of armor break and mental break, then the next time he does Immolation on that character, they will not survive it. And like I said, once one of my characters gets KO'd, then it is just a losing battle until I die. Because I will have wasted too many turns reviving them and healing them. that the arms will have more goes, and if the arms have goes, it's over, basically. That's the general gist of this fight. Don't ever die, and don't ever let the arms have a go. I just wish there was a way I could slow Penance down, or at least slow down the regeneration of the arms, so I could have more turns. Because I want to do more damage. Immolation, baby. Yeah, bring it on. We all know I'm going to survive it. Jonathan says, I didn't know that the battle was so long. Haha. Yeah, oh yeah. It's... The hardest battle in this game is not a small battle. I mean, he's got 12 million HP, and I know in Final Fantasy 13, 12 million wouldn't even really be considered a lot. But in this game, yeah, 12 million. I mean, the final boss is, at most, he'll have 99,999. Because I'll have to fight the final Aeon, and I think the final Aeon takes 2 hits, but that's just because he's got 2 phases. So we'll start the fight, I'll hit him, which will kill him immediately, and then he'll morph into his second phase, and then I will hit him again, and he'll die immediately. And then there'll be a load of cutscenes, and then I think I have to kill all of my Aeons. They get summoned and possessed, and I have to kill them all. And they should die in 1 hit each, easily. And then you get to the final boss, which should also only take 1 hit. That's how hard, like, these fucking things are. Fighting these things takes fucking ages. Yeah, Rusty Spoon says 2 hours, fighting a huge T. Oh look, Seltzer's here. Everyone say hi to Seltzer, because he's definitely a fellow friend. Good evening, fellow friends, he says. Unfortunately, Seltzer, as soon as I lose this fight, the stream is over, because I've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes-ish. Yeah, Rusty Spoon says 2 hours fighting a huge T. Yes, pretty much. That's what I've been doing. Well, and chatting to you guys, of course, and having a good time. We'll be struggling with the whole alphabet. I'm so glad that this is the only alphabet, the only letter in the game you have to fight. Unless you count Yevon, who's the alpha, well, the A and the Omega, I guess, of not the Spearin alphabet. What is it? The Yevon alphabet, I guess. And to anyone who's listening to me who hasn't played this game, I'm talking double Dutch. You guys won't have a clue what I'm on about. Right, I've got Dispel Whacker. Oh, fuck! 2 people have been mental breaked and armor breaked, and I didn't even notice that, because I've been yapping too much. I need to fucking undo that. I need to dispel both of those. No, not protect, dispel. There we go. Dispel those. And now an arm comes back, just in time for me to say, man, I wish I had more turns fighting the body. God, if there was one of these for every letter of the alphabet, I would probably say no to getting the platinum. I really would. I'd be like, no, not willing to put that much time in. And the effort. The worst part is... Well, I mean... Like, yeah, would you say 2 hours fighting a huge T? Yes, I have been fighting this thing for 2 hours, but not, like, in one go. Like, this is, like, the 4th or 5th time I've tried to fight this thing in those 2 hours. So it's not like the fight is a 2-hour fight. I saw a video on YouTube, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw a video that showed some guy defeating Penance, and the video was like half an hour long. So, I just hope, okay, I just hope I don't start getting out of sync with my dispels and killing of the arms. I don't want that to happen. Because I don't want to have put this time in, and then lose. Okay, that's not good. But it's not too bad either. Because, yeah, he has 2 arms again, but this arm's about to die. Shit, and I need to do... Where is it? Dispel. On who? On Tidus. Okay. Okay, things are getting close. See, casting those dispels is really throwing a spanner in the works, because, like, as you can see, both of the arms have come back now. And look, he's going to have another... He's gonna have another goddamn immolation in a minute. This is no joke, this boss. It's almost like people knew what they were talking about when they said he's the hardest enemy in the game. Because he fucking is. One mistake and it's over. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. Are you dead? Yes, you're dead. Right, now he's going to do immolation. That will trigger a counter-attack, and then an X potion, and then I will use Dispel on whoever he did it on, and then, hopefully, I'll get 2 or 3 hits in before he regenerates his other fucking arm. If I don't kill him this time, I'm probably gonna have to, like, do some research and watch some videos and see how other people, did it, because this is a piss take. I see Seltzer says, what happens without the Dispel? Well, every time Penance does immolation, it will do damage to to one person, but they'll survive it, right, because of the defenses I've got set up. But what the game doesn't tell you is when he does immolation, it also applies the statuses of armor break and mental break onto your character, which lower your defense and magic defense respectively. So if he does immolation, and then I just heal myself, but I'm still stuck with armor break and mental break, if he then does immolation a second time on that character will die. They won't survive it. So I need to use Dispel to get rid of armor break and mental break so I can keep on surviving immolation. That's why I'm doing Dispel. Jonathan says, I'm the only one who thinks Final Fantasy X-2 is a horrible game. No, in fact, I think I'm one of the few people that thinks it's a good game. As far as I know, a lot of people don't like it. They refer to it as a dolly dress-up simulator, and they're not wrong, but I mean, you know, Destiny and GTA are pretty much dolly dress-up simulators as well, so, you know, you could argue it's not really a bad thing. I just love 10-2 because at the time, 10 was my favourite game still, and a direct sequel to it, I was like, oh, hell yeah, you know, more of the story, more of the world. I fucking loved it, because it's the sequel to what was my favourite game in 9 years. Sure, overall it wasn't as good. They made some weird choices, like making the game short but replayable, which is weird. But I thought the story was great. It kept me and my friend compelled to play to the end. We even went down into the depths of the Via Infinito, and we fought Tremor, and he was a fucking nightmare. He's basically that game's version of Penance. Like, he's the hardest enemy in the game. He was a mission. A true mission. Quick hit. Okay, let's do this. Hey, look at this. Rusty Spoon says, have you ever thought about being a voice actor? Funny you should say that. I recently did... I'm guessing you've just watched my Metal Gear Solid 2, only it's in English video. And he... hang on, I'm getting confused now. Yeah, I'm guessing you just saw that video, and someone left a comment there saying that you should be a voice actor. And I was like, yeah, you know. And you're asking now, have I ever thought about being a voice actor? Yes, earlier this year, I actually thought about it. But then I was like, oh, you can't just go and become a voice actor. Based on my little research, from what I can tell, you have to go to like an actual flat-out acting school or college or whatever, and learn to become like a regular actor, and then you branch off into voice acting. And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to... Rusty Spoon's like, I should stop asking questions. Maybe. But yeah, I don't want to go and do like actual acting. I wouldn't feel comfortable, like, I wasn't comfortable giving my friend's best man speech, and that was just like a short speech in front of a crowd, most of the people I didn't know, but I think I would get stage fright or something. I don't like the idea of like getting out on stage and performing in front of people. I don't like that. But voice acting is different because you're in a booth, and this is different because like I'm not performing to a group of people in front of me. I'm performing to a group of people in the chat. You know, there's the anonymity there. Plus, I have complete control over what happens because it's my stream. Being an actor on stage doesn't appeal to me, but it seems like you have to kind of train to be that and then branch off into voice acting. Plus, I've thought several times, like, there's... Like, I don't know if I'm good enough to be a voice actor. Like, I can do some voices, you know, like, I'm not an impressionist. Like, you couldn't say to me, do Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then I would do a good Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. It's not like that. But, since you've said that, and someone else who saw my video where I did these voices also mentioned being a voice actor. Perhaps I should look into it again. And in fact, when I was telling someone the other day about this video, and I did some voices, like I did a voice of the Shredder from the Turtles. You know, everyone knows the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? The classic cartoon, not the later versions of the cartoon, I mean the classic one. And James Avery, Uncle Phil, he was the voice of the Shredder. And I was doing an impression of him. I was like, what does he say? He goes, "Tonight I dine on turtle soup." And the other one where he goes, "You would..." Hang on. "You would be wise to lose your flippant ways." And, fucking hell, I had to take a drink then, because that was making my throat tickle like a motherfucker. I think, because I've pretty much been talking non-stop for the last 2 hours, suddenly jumping into that voice, which requires a lot of throat work, made my throat go a bit dry, which is, you know, why they usually drink like honey tea and stuff like that to sort of lubricate the pipes, as they say. So there's a long-winded answer to that question, because I do tend to ramble on, as you might know, and I've noticed there are some other comments, so I should read them. So X Herald, everyone say hi to X Herald, because I believe that person's new to the chat. Says, "Jonathan, you're not alone, but you're in the minority opinion, especially here." Interesting. I thought, yeah, see, 'cause I thought the popular opinion was that Final Fantasy X-2 was not much cop. But I've always liked it because, as I say, it's the sequel to this, and this was my favorite game for 10 years. So I was like, yeah, I love it. I love the story. Hang on. But there was one I definitely... Yeah, here we go. A comment from X Herald. I knew I missed this one. He says, "Wait, what? Dispel cures armor break and other breaks? That's a new one on me. And I've played through the original Final Fantasy X-2 a time or 3. Yes, well, this isn't X-2, so that might be why the confusion is existing. But yeah, I checked it. I looked up on the wiki because I wanted to see if when I do Dispel, I knew it would dispel, you know, Null Fire, Null Frost, Null Lightning, and Null Water. I knew it would dispel those, and I knew it would dispel Armor Break and Mental Break. But I wanted to know, would it dispel the other benefits of Ultra, Null, All? Sorry, I'm fucking having to think of this shit. At the beginning of the game, fight rather, I cast Ultra Null All, which gives me all the Null abilities, plus it has the effect of doing like Cheer ×5 and something else ×5. Basically, the stats that raise your, the spells that raise your stats, like Aim and Cheer and Reflex, those things. Does it dispel those? Because Ultra Null All applies those, and using Dispel does not get rid of those. It only gets rid of the you know, Null Fire, Null Frost, Null Water, and Null Lightning, which I don't need anyway. But it also dispels the breaks, which I need, so there's that. Right, okay. I like this, Jonathan. You're not alone, but you're in the minority here. Is that because I'm black and Argentinian? Says Jonathan, which is brilliant. Rusty Spoon says, yes, watch that video regarding my my Metal Gear Solid 2 Only It's in English video. Seltzer says, you should do acting such as in your Skyrim roleplay videos. Yes, consider this a request. Maybe. Like maybe next time I live stream Skyrim, I mean, if I'm streaming Skyrim VR, well, if I'm playing Skyrim VR, I already am kind of role-playing, because, you know, I'm looking around, I'm talking to the characters and shit. But I guess, I mean, I don't know about doing... I can't do something like Skyrim, only it's in English, because there's no cutscenes. And in Metal Gear Solid 2, only it's in English. Sorry, I just need to make sure I dispel everyone. I need to dispel... Oh, fuck, they've all got Armor Break and Mental Break. Well... That's how little I've been paying attention, and that could have caused me the match, really. So yeah, I probably won't do it with Skyrim, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. No, not quick hit. I need to do one more Dispel. Where are we? Dispel. Okay. On Riku. Gotta make sure it's on the right person. And XRL says, if you hadn't said so, I'd have never known. Good grief. Why are people so damn sensitive about the use of the word minority? It does have meaning other than race, you know. Yeah, X-Herald, I think he was joking. Now, you might be joking as well, in which case, you got me. But yeah, Jonathan was only joking. Rusty Spoon says, haha, it's just a joke. See, he gets it. Gaming Frenzy says, hey, what's up? Remember me? And I'm going to say yes now that you've said remember me. But the truth is, kind of. I kind of remember the name. Kind of. Like I say, it's been a while since I streamed. And I don't have a very good memory for names anyway. Chances are, if you want me to remember you, I was gonna say, chances are, if you want me to remember you, you have to stick around for many streams. But then I thought to myself, but what if he has? What if he has stuck around for many streams and I still forgot? Then I'll feel awful. So yeah, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I do not remember you. But I'm pretty sure that we had some good times based on your entrance. Maybe you can regale me with the tales of these good times. Meanwhile, I'm just going to double check, make sure I've dispelled everyone. Yep, okay, gotta double check, otherwise I could throw the fight. Don't want to be doing that. Right, quick hit. And man, I wish there was a way I could tell how much HP this motherfucker's still got. Oh no, tripping. I thought. Oh no, there are. Yeah, there's more comments. They keep coming up. I'm losing track, and I need to remember to dispel after this. Jonathan says it's a joke. Relax. I'm here and enjoying streaming. Exactly. Yeah, we all get it. XL says, well, I played 10 through a time or 3 as well. Fair enough, my friend. The XH is pronounced something between J and ZH, like a sort of, like sh, like h. Herald or Geralt? Geralt. Like that, like Geralt. Like the guy from The Witcher, kind of. I don't know. Gaming Frenzy, I'm the one that talked to you in Sonic Forces. the one person that spoke to me in that stream. What did we talk about, though? You have to forgive me, like I do, like it's, like I say, I've got bad memory, like, for names and shit. And these streams, they sort of come and go. Like, I bet if the next time I streamed, you came back and you remember me, well, if it was you, I'd probably go, yeah, because of this interaction. But yeah, it's, I don't go back and watch my streams, which I know probably won't surprise many of you. I think people who do go, well, maybe there are people that go back and watch the streams for fun, I don't know, but the produced videos I make, like my Metal Gear Solid 2, only it's an English video, and like most of my GTA videos, I tend to watch those quite a bit because, like, you know, I like them. I made them, I enjoy them, I like them. But yeah, the live streams, they're a sort of one and done thing. I often don't remember too much from them in the long term. And Jonathan says, Kumari is the best man. Yeah, he's pretty good, I guess. He's got a bunch of good overdrives. I got my trophy not too long ago for unlocking all the overdrives, which is a beautiful thing. Because I remember, back in the day... Yeah, wow, I remember this now. Back in the day, there was 2 things in this game that I had never done. And, well, the way I looked at it, there was 2 things in this game I had never done. And if I did those, then I had done everything. One of those was defeat all the Dark Aeons, because I never did that. And the other thing was get all the overdrives, because I found out too late that if you want to get the overdrive Nova, you have to absorb it from, what's his name? You have to absorb it from Omega Weapon in the Omega Dungeon. And I missed my chance. I didn't know back then that you can get it from... Oh shit, I need to... Yeah, White Magic Dispel. I didn't know back then that you could get Nova from Nemesis as well, because I didn't have characters strong enough to defeat all the tough monsters at the arena to unlock Nemesis. So I was like, okay, 2 things I missed out on doing. Getting all the overdrives and beating the Dark Aeons. Well, now I've got all the overdrives, I got the trophy to prove it, and once I defeat Dark Penance, then, I mean, I've already defeated all the Dark Aeons, now I'm fighting Penance. If I defeat Penance, and then finish the story, then I have achieved everything. Platinum Trophy, job is a good one. And that will be, what, 2002, so 15 years after I started playing this game, I will have officially, in my opinion, finished it. Properly completed, done, satisfied, platinum trophy, move on to the next game. Quick hit. Yeah, let me just, I need to just check. You can never be too careful about dispel. Yep, no one needs dispelling, that's a beautiful thing. Right, I almost did a regular attack then. That would have been a grievous error. Dude, what's going on? My messages aren't staying up to date. What's... Oh, okay. Right, I'm gonna read these comments, and then because my comment, I think it's because I scrolled up. My comments aren't auto-scrolling now, so now I've got like 3 or 4 comments. Right, here we go. So, Herald says, but only the original, never the HD. So I've likely never encountered the optional super bosses. Who is this Joker being fought now anyway? This, my good sir, is Penance, the hardest enemy in the game. Penance only appears once you've defeated all of the Dark Aeons, and the Dark Aeons are fucking hench. Like, if you played the non-international /HD versions, you might have fought against Nemesis. Nemesis is the second hardest, and then directly below Nemesis, there's all the Dark Aeons. In fact, one of them, I think, is harder than Nemesis. I needed to get 3 ribbons, 3 ribbon enchantments to be actually beat him. So I think the Dark Aeons are like a little bit easier than Nemesis, and then Penance is harder. Like this is it. This is as hard as enemies get in this game. Hence the title of my post, the title of my stream rather. And Pale Hybrid is in the chat. Everyone say hi to Pale Hybrid. Pale Hybrid says, why aren't you using Whacker's attack reels? I'll tell you why. Because if I use Whacker's attack reels, it'll do. Let me do some quick. Actually, I'll use my phone to do some quick maths. Hey Siri, what's 20? Oh no, is it 20,000 or 25,000? Okay, let me start again. Cancel. All right. Hey Siri, what's 20,000 times 12? Okay, 240,000. So if I do Whacker's Overdrive, it'll do 240,000. But if I do a regular hit, it does 100,000. The reason I used to do his Overdrive, the reason I stopped was because I thought it would be safer if I stopped doing his Overdrive and Tidus's Overdrive and instead did quick hits to give me more turns, because I needed to get the hits in faster than I was able to get hits in, because I need to kill the arms in time. So I've just been doing quick hits, because Whacker's Overdrive thing, every time I did it, I was like, I'm kind of losing a turn if I do this. But now that I know it does 240,000-ish, even if I lost a turn, that's still doing more damage than 2 turns? I don't know. But this seems to be working. So I'm going to stick with this for now. But if my next character... if I don't win this fight this time, then, like... Or whatever happens, when this fight is over, the stream ends. Because it is late. If... I may do another stream tomorrow, just mopping up the Platinum Trophy, but I don't know. It depends if you guys want to see that. But I need to hit... where are we? I need to hit White Magic. Dispel. You've got more comments here. So that's why I'm not using Whacker's attack reels, because I want the extra turn, really. Seltzer says, what would happen if your GTA character, Lord Ponsonbury... Lord Ponsleton Ford III... In fact, he's not even a lord. His name is Richard Berry Ponsleton Ford III. If he was arrested crossing the border to Skyrim alongside a horse thief, Hadvar, and Ulfric. Yeah, see, the thing with the thing with Richard Berry Ponsleton Ford III's voice is when I recorded his voice, especially when I was doing that video, you know, everything you need to know about GTA Online before the PS4 and Xbox 360, PS4 and Xbox One versions come out. For that video, I had to record the dialogue in like 3 separate sessions, like 3 blocks, 1 per day, because I would just, after a couple of minutes of, I say, of talking like this, after a couple of minutes of speaking like this, your throat really starts to feel dry. I'm feeling it already. So yeah, it kind of fucks your throat up. So I wouldn't be able to maintain that voice for like a whole stream. There's no way. I don't even know if I could maintain the Cockney voice from from my Metal Gear Solid 2 only as an English video because it's the same sort of throat area. It's like, yeah, shut your mouth, you slag. I say, that's frightfully rude of you. I don't give a fuck, shut your mouth. Yeah, it's the same kind of voice, just different accents, so I wouldn't be able to maintain those voices. Maybe if I was a voice actor, as some people are starting to tell me that I should do, maybe if I was a voice actor, I could train my voice to get used to being spoken like that. So there's that. And Herald says, yes, kind of like the guy from Witcher, but I had the name first. Decades, in fact. I don't know. When was the book written of The Witcher? Were you born before the book? The answer is probably yes. Okay, man. Oh. I don't know how many hits I can have before this arm has a turn. Oh, it's dead. Perfect. Right, okay. I really wish I could see how much goddamn health you had left, you fucking machine. At least I assume you're a machine. No one really knows what this thing is, but the theory I found most compelling was that it's a... I mentioned this earlier, but fuck it, that was like 2 hours ago. I like the theory that this is a machina that was created by Bevelle back in the day when Bevelle was fighting Zanarkand. They had like a big war. There was machina versus summoners. I like to think that this is a machina that was created by Bevelle, used against Zanarkand, and it fell. Or was it used against... Either used against Zanarkand or used against Sin, whichever. My lore is failing me with this game. Either used against Zanarkand or used against Sin, and it fell in the gorge at the Calmlands, where that big hole in the ground that Sin rendered asunder. And then the temple, as they were talking about, you know, what we're going to do if people rise up against us, they were like, well, Dark Aeons, let's do Dark Aeons. And they were like, okay. And then they used this machine, and we know that the temple is against machina use, but we also know that the temple is bullshit. So they convert the machine for their own use, and there we go. So now we have Penance. Interesting fact, in, I think it's German, the name translates to the judge, which is pretty cool, because I like to think that it's basically your final judgment of your sins. You know, I mean that's what penance is. I think penance is. Let me just Google it quick, because I did have a penance definition. Punishment inflicted on oneself as an outward expression of repentance for wrongdoing. So basically, like, you know, in that film, what's it called? Leonardo da Vinci Code or whatever, the Da Vinci Code. You know, there's the albino guy in that, and he keeps like flogging himself on his back with the whip. He's like, oh no, I've done something wrong, and then he's like causing himself pain. He's causing himself penance. So that's what this is. Because I don't have to fight this thing. I could just go defeat Sin and win the game. But no, I am choosing this punishment for myself to pay for my wrongdoings or whatever. I guess my wrongdoing is wanting the Platinum Trophy. So yeah, I think the name Penance is fitting, and I think the name The Judge is fitting as well. They're both cool. My comments still aren't auto-scrolling. Look at this shit. Okay. Rusty Spoon. I wonder if Knuckles will be playable someday. Playable in what? Oh, in Sonic Forces. The comment after that. Probably not. They're probably just gonna... I can't see them releasing any more content for it, because the game was not received very well at all. And despite my initial defending of the game, I still think the game isn't as bad as some other people think. Some other people make it out to be fucking like Hitler Satan. I don't think it's that bad. But it's definitely not a good game. I waited 6 years for a sequel to Sonic Generations, and my god, did we get what felt like a really, really half-assed sequel to Sonic Generations. Definitely a step back, which is a shame. So yeah, there's that. But I will get the Platinum Trophy on it, because why not? Okay, this is very important. He's got 2 arms, and he's about to have a turn. I have to kill that arm on the right, or whatever it is. If I don't, it's going to be over. Okay, alright, hold on a second. Right, okay, I'm back, baby. Right. Yeah, okay. So Harold says, okay, Penance, got it. Yep, this is true. Pale Hybrid says, this guy goes on crazy long tangents. You bet your ass I do, buddy. It's what I do. When I first started making videos, you know, there's a funny story behind that. Gather around, my children. No, I used to... When I first started making videos, I was definitely not, like, comfortable being on mic or in a... yeah, case in point, he says. I wasn't really all that comfortable. Like, I wasn't really on camera much, but I was definitely on mic, and I wasn't really that comfortable. I think the first video, like, when I started taking the channel, like, semi-seriously, was probably my first Skyrim roleplay adventure video, and you can hear it. It sounds so basic and amateurish, like my, the way I am on microphone. But then, as I've been making videos over the last few years, you just sort of get more comfortable over the mic, and when I learned, I think it was probably actually during that Skyrim roleplay adventure, or it might have been probably during the live streams as well, I learned to just keep talking, because no one watches... You don't watch a live stream to just watch me play this game in silence, do you? I mean, you might want to do that, you might have it muted already, who knows? But I like to think that you're watching my stream because you want to hear what kind of shit I have to say, as well as watch the game that I'm playing. And dead air is something I'm very aware of. I try not to have as much dead air if possible. And I'm also rather verbose in general. I tend to use more words than are needed to say some things, probably exacerbated by me live streaming, with all this dead air to fill. Which is why I love comments, because they give me something to talk about rather than just having to chat randomly, as you will hear if you go back to the beginning of this stream. You'll hear me, I'm like, you know, should I talk about what Penance is, or should I save it until there's people in the chat, like that sort of thing. Holy, that's it, fight's over. Fight is over, because I didn't dispel Whacker. Fight is over. Right. Okay, now before I do this, Jonathan says, I should just call it Patience instead of Penance. Yeah, you can call it whatever the hell you want. You can call it Arsehole if you want. Pale Hybrid says, they should have used Penance to destroy Sin. Yes, they should have, but the Dark Aeons and Penance, they're not canon. They're just in the game as an extra challenge, you know? So yeah, they should have used them to kill Sin, but like in the actual story, these things don't exist, so that's, otherwise they would just use it to kill Sin. And Harold says, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that you have to do 5 times 99,999 hits to take out the arms, which come back. Well, it's actually 6 times 99,000, because the arms have 500,000 health. So the first 5 hits do 99,999, and the last hit really only does 6, I think, or 5, I'm not sure. Penance, he goes on to say, Penance probably has issues that make it as dangerous to the user as to the target, like Vegan from X2. Maybe. Maybe. Yes, try it, says Rusty Spoon. Try what? I don't know. Jonathan says Absolute Virtue 11 or XI. I don't know what these people are saying. Panda's here, look. Panda is here. So now that's 2, just in time for the stream to end. 2 of the Holy Trinity of fellow friends are here. Seltzer is on his way to being promoted to a what's it? No, he can't. No, you can't be promoted into the Holy Trinity, because then I'd have to call it the Holy Quadrinity, which isn't really a problem. So yeah, beautiful. Panda's here. Excellent. Oh, we got more comments. Harold says, your theory, Ari Penance is used for Vegnagun being linked to Aeons. I think the Penance is from Zanarkand rather than Bavil. Maybe this is a special Aeon of Yevon's that was never shared. Yeah, perhaps. I mean, this is the problem with it being non-canon and just thrown in as a challenge. No one knows. Okay, there's that. Busy pre-Christmas. Poppy Palm. Wow, too late, says Rusty Spoon. Yeah, you better believe it. Okay, can I hit this? No. Okay, so I think once I start scrolling up on this comment thing, it just won't auto-scroll after that, which is a problem. So, we have a problem here, chaps. We have a problem. Okay, Phoenix down. Oh no, I've just realised. Okay, right, this is what I'm going to do. I don't know when the next arm is going to regenerate, and I need to make sure it doesn't have 2 arms when that boss move reaches the top. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try and take this arm out before he has a turn, and before I bring Whacker back to life. I'm guessing, like, as soon as Waka got KO'd, it was over. But I'm going to try and fight back. Yeah, Herald says, good game, valiant effort anyway. Yeah, I tried. Okay. And it was all because, right? Has he fucked it up? Yeah, I did fuck it up because when he does immolation, I have to dispel the effect from immolation, and if I don't, my characters can't survive that move anymore, which is what's happened. So now I'm behind the curve. Okay, Arm 2 is going to have a... No, because Arm 2 will be dead, hopefully on this turn. Okay, there's the... Oh, no! Okay. If the boss has a turn, well, both arms are active, it truly is game over. But either this hit or the next hit will kill this arm. I hope. Okay, now it can't do Judgment. Okay, that's okay. Now he's going to do Immolation. Okay, this is what I need to do. I'm going to have to dispel whoever he hits with this. Then I'm going to have to revive Waka. Then I'm going to have to use Riku's Overdrive to do Ultra Null All. And then I might have to use... Oh, shit! She didn't take... I wasn't expecting her to not take that. I guess that's 2 levels of Immolation I didn't dispel against. Well, I guess it just goes to show that when I'm doing this fight, I'm going to have to concentrate more than I have been. And, I mean, let's face it, I've been concentrating a fair amount. But yeah, there's no way I can come back from this now. There's nothing I can do. I can use Mega Phoenix, which revives both of those 2 characters, but they won't have full health, and they won't... This boss will have a go. I mean, the only thing... That's the only thing I could do that maybe might have a chance, but... The fight's over. I buggered it. Warrior is about to die. Wizard, your life force is running out. Elf needs some food, badly. Valkyrie has eaten all the food lately. Name that video game. Ugh, I don't know. Dungeons and Dragons? Fuck knows. Sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. Hey, that's weird. Riku and Waka both got revived with their full health. I was not expecting that. I was expecting them to come back with half health. That's kind of weird. Okay, so... Damn, I was going to try and use Ultra Null All, but Riku doesn't have a turn yet. Tidus has a turn. Okay, well he's going to do Immolation. We know this. He's going to do Immolation. Which shouldn't kill... Shouldn't kill any of... Oh, Tidus. Okay, well I'm going to have to use Dispel on him. Okay. Immolation shouldn't kill us, but then the arm is going to have a go, and please let the arm use Sloga. If the arm uses Sloga, I might have a chance, because my characters are immune to Sloga, but if it does Terra Graviton, which I think it will do, then it is over. Oh, Herald says, Gauntlet, one of the original coin-op quarter suckers. I never played Gauntlet. Being English, there's just not really... There just wasn't really any arcades around when I was a kid. Okay, Mighty Guard, that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the wiki again. Penance, Final Fantasy X, because I need to know what Mighty Guard does exactly. Obviously it heals the enemy, but I need to know exactly what Mighty Guard does. I was expecting Terra Graviton, which is not good. Yeah, Gauntlet, I never played it. Look at the bacon, damn, says Rusty. You're just going through all my videos now, aren't you? Just watching them. Hey, fucking feel free, my friend. Feel free to subscribe as well. Don't forget, if you subscribe, it'll probably scare the shit out of me, because it's going to be loud. So, battles, okay, the arms, strategy, quick hit, pumpity-pum, use Dispel, yep, got that, done. Okay, Ultra Null All, Healing Springs, yep, okay. After taking 3 million, there's that. Counterattacks, Penance's second form. Okay, use Dispel to remove armor break from victims of Immolation. It is not necessary to remove the haste effect Penance casts when entering the second phase due to it only lasting 1 turn. What? Of course, this strategy isn't going to tell me because the strategy is based on the fact that you keep the arms dead. Okay, let me go up to the top. That'll show me the move or abilities. Interesting. It doesn't say. Oh, that's because. Where are the arms? Classification, cam lens, HP. Okay, sorry about this, chaps, but you know I need to make sure I know what this fucking move does. Absorbs elemental damage, slow, mental break. Where are you? Okay, and Mighty Guard. Okay, here we go. Let's see what Mighty Guard. Okay, now I need to choose which game. Final Fantasy X. Come on. Mighty Guard is one of that. The spell casts. See, this is if I use it, but what if Penance uses it? I don't get it. Anyway, I'll read on. Riku also has Mighty G among her magnitude, a multitude of mixes. There is a few variations. All of these variations give that move. Okay, as far as I can tell, it just... Yeah, see, this is no good. It tells me what Mighty Guard is if I do it, which is different. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to assume that it just heals a lot on every turn. There's nothing I can do about it. I need to kill that arm. But before I do that, boys, I think the fight might be on, depending on how hardcore Mighty Guard is. Because if it really does give him, like, if it gives him so much health, then it's just ridiculous. So, before I do anything, skill, yeah, special, use. Alright, here we go. Here we go, got this, right. Yeah, Herald says, I think it also applies all null effects. That's fine. Well, that's what it does on me. I don't know what it does on him. But even if it does null, you know, fire and stuff, that doesn't matter, because I'm not using those. Panda says that video made me hungry as fuck. Oh, yeah, the Five Guys. I'm subscribed, says Rusty Spoon. So why didn't I get a notification then? That's weird. Anyway, well, then you're a fellow friend then, I guess. Everyone say hello to... No, I need to get it right. Everyone say hello to Rusty Spoon, and Rusty Spoon say hello to my fellow friends. I still got that wrong, because you are now a fellow friend. So, anyway, 3 stars. Where is it? I moved it up here, didn't I? 3 stars, because 2 of them died, so I need to get their magic consumption back down to 0. And whose turn is... Oh, look at that! Oh my god, that can't be right. Okay, that's not good. A Herald says, since Mighty Guard, if I recall correctly, applies null effects and you're not throwing elemental effects, it makes no difference to it. Yeah, that's what I thought. The trouble is, though, it looks like it gets health every time a turn is had. Not just me having a turn, not just him having a turn. Every time a turn is had, it looks like he gets 100 grand. Which is not good. You know why, says Rusty Spoon? Why? Why did I not get the notification of you subscribing? The Streamlab notification should have popped up and it should have scared the shit out of me by now. I didn't think Regen was part of Mighty Guard. Yeah, exactly. This is like a special version of Mighty Guard that looks more like White Wind, but Regen. I also didn't think that abilities named the same have different effects based on who casts it. You or the enemy. And neither did I. I think they probably just mislabeled it, in all honesty. Right, so it's Riku's go next. So let's see if we can get back on track here. Once it's Riku's go... Oh, I see. Okay, right. Yeah. So it did add Protect, and it probably added Reflect as well. Again, those mean nothing. So yeah, it looks like it did everything. It just gives them health. Also, they only got... the arm and the body only got 100 HP that time. That's a beautiful thing. Rusty Spoon says, because I am... Leonard! Is it really? Are you really? Or are you fucking with me? Because even if you are Leonard, you'd have to subscribe again, wouldn't you, with the second account? That's all I'm saying. See, that's... Okay, so if you really are Leonard, you did a very good job of keeping it quiet earlier when I mentioned old Leonard. I am suspicious of your claim that you are Leonard. Jonathan says, wow, that is a huge T of time. It really fucking is. It's still going. Herald says, can you dispel its Mighty Guard? I don't think so. I don't... Well, maybe, because they say you can... In the guide, it says... Well, in the guide... on the wiki page, it says that you don't need to dispel its haste when it enters the second phase, because the haste only lasts for 1 turn, which implies that that Penance can be affected by dispel. So I guess I'm gonna have to dispel it, but not yet, because I need to do this first. Ultra null. Oh. Haha, sorry, says Rusty Spoon. See, now I do not know. I do not know if you're truly Leonard or not. I suspect you may not be, but I don't know for sure. That's the thing. Right, it's worth a try. It is worth a try. Right, okay. Fuck. Now it's game over. It's game over, boys, because both arms are out, and it's about to have a turn. This is the end of dog racing. Or is it? Okay, okay. I'm gonna try and quick hit the shit out of this shit. Look at that, it's ridiculous. Quick hit, does that kill it? No, okay. If that move had killed that arm, then I might have been okay. I'm getting more turns. What's going on? I'll take him. Right. If I do one more hit on this arm, it might kill it. But if it doesn't, I'm dead, because the boss will do judgment. What I was thinking about doing is busting Yuna out, getting her to summon an Aeon and have the Aeon eat judgment. But then after Penance kills the Aeon, will it have more turns before I can have a chance to do anything? Also, hang on. Rusty Spoon says, would you care for a cup of tea? No, I'm okay, thanks. Panda says, still waiting to see if he's fucked it. Yeah, we are... my next turn is going to tell us if we fucked it or not, because, like I say, Mr. T approves your comment. There's a lot of tea going on. You said it before over and over, and then it wasn't. Don't give up. Right, okay. Right. These are my options. These are my options. If I attack this arm, and it dies, then we might be fine. If I attack this arm and it doesn't die, the fight's over. That is a fact. I don't know how many times I hit this arm. 6 will kill it ordinarily, but it's got Mighty Guard, which has been healing it like 4,000 points each time, although one of them was only 1,000 times. So long story short, there's no way for me to know how much health this thing has. I have a feeling that one more hit will kill it. The trouble is, I'm not that confident in that. So my choices are thus. I can either attack that and hope it dies, or I can get Yuna out like this. Don't worry, I can undo it if I choose to. I can summon... Look, he messed with the wrong motherfucker. See, I got those two the wrong way around. I didn't know which order those Aeons would be labelled in the list, so it's meant to be he messed with the wrong motherfucker, but I got it wrong. And then Mega Sister, so I called punk ass bitch. So, if I summon an Aeon, I can have the Aeon take the hit of Judgment, and it will die, obviously. And then my team will come back, but then will Penance have a bunch of goes, though, before I can have turns? This is the mystery I don't know. Rikasha, which is a great name because it reminds me of Ace Ventura 2. Shikasha! Attack reels, and my question is, well, that's a good thing, but because there's 3 targets, and the move does 12 hits, if all 12 were going to hit that one arm, then maybe it would kill it. But I can't tell all 12 hits to hit that arm, and knowing my luck, most of them would hit the body and the other arm, so I'm not going to risk the attack reels. You silly motherfucker, says Panda. You're right. Argentina is with me. That's right, I forgot Argentina's with me. If I just pretend Maradona's here, we can both... Oh man, could you imagine if Maradona cheated, if Maradona used the hand of God and gave a high five to one of Penance's arms? God, that would be the end of the universe. Right, okay. I don't I kind of want to pull an Aeon out and have them eat Judgment, but then I don't. But then I think Penance would just have a bunch of goes and wipe me out. So I don't think that's it. I think I'm gonna have to attack this arm and hope to God that it kills this arm. But I also know that doing attack reels could end up doing more damage than the 99,999 I'm guaranteed to do. But it could do less. I'm not willing to take that risk. Okay. This is it. Well, I think the fact that I didn't I didn't dispel Waka and Riku earlier, which led to their deaths, I think that was the deciding point of this fight. But this is the deciding point of this fight. Attack. It didn't die. Game over. Well, it's been good knowing you. Thanks for showing up and watching my stream. Judgment Day has arrived, and it is, what, 20 years too late, 'cause it's meant to be 97, but, oh well. Doesn't attack reels hit all targets at all times? I thought it just, Tidus's attack is divided between targets and not whackers. Man, that would have been real useful information about a minute ago. I don't know, though. Oh, that's a good question. It's irrelevant now, but it's a good question. Oh, boy. Well. Come on, get yourself the double cheeseburger. Well, I would like everyone to know, who didn't know before watching my stream, that Penance doesn't fuck around. Penance does not fuck around. That is insane. I need to go to bed. I should have gone to bed around about an hour ago. You guys managed to squeeze a 3-hour stream out of me when I was only planning on doing a couple of hours. Oh man, that is a long time. That is a long time to spend achieving next to nothing. I would say achieving nothing. Yeah, Panda says get good. I mean, like that's not even a joke. That is literally what I have to do. I have to get better at fighting Penance to defeat him. I think the problem was, yeah, someone's mad at Maradona. Yeah, he should be mad at. Anyway, yeah, I think honestly. Oh, hang on. Lag FH. Oh, fucking hell. I don't use Wacker's Reels, so I'm not sure either. See, I should know, because I've been using Wacker's Reels a lot recently when I've been doing my grinding and shit. And yeah, like, I know I said all the information would have been useful a minute ago. Yeah, I know that, but, like, I know, obviously, the stream you guys are watching is, like, a minute behind what's happening with me. Valiant effort, like I said before. Thank you very much. From Herald. Or Herald. I'm just looking at the trophy. Look at these. Look. Rocket League Platinum, Resogun Platinum, Oddworld Platinum, Need for Speed. See, the reason why I haven't streamed so long is because I was doing this, getting the Platinum on that. I was working on the iToy pet and shit. I've fucking done some other stuff as well. Oh yeah, I got the Platinum on Metal Gear Solid 3 as well. There it is. So look, I got this one. Find one Albed Prime. I got that in 2014. And you go down to the bottom, where it's like, find. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Find all of the Albed Primers, 2017. So it only took me 3 years. Perfect Sphere Master. Complete the sphere grid for all main characters. Right, so look at this, boys. Look, all these trophies collected, right? If the PlayStation could load fast enough. It has a bit of trouble sometimes. It is old. You have to bear with it. So all these trophies collected. Beautiful, 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 beautiful collected. So all I have left is boom, defeat Penance, right? Boom, finish the story. Boom, watch Eternal Calm. That's all I got to do. So defeating Penance guarantees me the Platinum, basically. That's why I just spent 3 hours trying to beat him and failed. Seltzer says, well, off to bed for me too. See you around, fellow friends. Thanks for streaming, cheerio, and thanks for watching, Seltzer. I won't stream tomorrow. I probably won't stream this again. I just wanted to see. I wanted to try and beat Penance and get the Platinum on this stream, but as you saw, beating Penance is no joke. Jonathan says, I think he says he subscribes to me, although again, I didn't see the notification. The Streamlabs thing pop up. That would have been funny, because it would have made me jump. But oh well, I'm glad you subscribed. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I had a good time. I will beat this boss in my off time, and then get the platinum. And then, yeah, I keep saying this, but I need to stream Doom again. I didn't get far in all the Doom streams, and then I fucking stopped. But like I say, I didn't feel like streaming for nearly a month, apparently. And in that time, I went to town on getting some platinum trophies, so I made good use of that time. But now I'm back, baby. Back in the streaming mood. I mean, this is how out of practice I was with streaming, right? If you go back and watch the very beginning of the stream, once it goes live on my channel in a couple of hours, you'll see that I started the stream, my headphones weren't even on. Like, I was like, oh shit, so out of practice. So, anyway, thank you very much for anyone that was in the chats and all the people that were chatting with me. Rusty Spoon says, oh, don't go away, but I must, you see, I must. I mean, you could subscribe, although you see you already are subscribed. We didn't get to the bottom of whether or not you are Leonard, but that would be a mystery for another time. Don't forget, you guys can always subscribe to me. I live stream and upload videos at random, but it's generally around about 9:30 p.m., but not always. So if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell as well, so you'll know when I upload a new video or when I go live, and then you won't miss me live, you see? So the next game I'll live stream is likely going to be the original Doom on the PS1, because I need to finish my I need to finish the first game in my long-running series that I decided to do. And yeah, I've got other plans. Like I want to do an interactive Heavy Rain Let's Play. So like, whenever there's an important decision to make, I'll pause it and I'll let the chat decide what I do. So there's that. Rusty Spoon says, ah, you were the Doom Sir. I was the Doom Sir. I was Doom Guy all up in... Actually, no, I wasn't Doom Guy because I lost. I tried to be Doom Guy and I failed. But yeah, this is... I've just gone off on one of my tangents, as I do. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to close that. I'm going to... let me close that. There we go. Right, so I can't see the chat, so any more comments will be not seen by me. Like I said, the video will go live. It goes live automatically on my channel, so... I've noticed... Just before I go off, I've noticed with streams that go longer than 2 hours, when I check my channel after I finish streaming, it only shows the last 2 hours. And it seems to have cut off the beginning, but then after a while, it's all up there. So this stream was 3 hours. If you look at my channel after the stream, it'll probably say 2 hours, and it looks like it's missed the first hour, but wait, and then the whole video will be up there, if you were to choose to catch the beginning or do whatever. So now I will finally say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.